Thank you. Please remain standing, remove your hats, and join us in singing as the Southside Maverick Marching Band plays our national anthem. This will be followed by the Southside Alma Mater and the Har Ber Alma Mater.
Then he said, "Person came back."
Har Ber will defend the west end zone.
On this camera, we're seeing like the graphics of
But here's what we try to get this school over more because that's kind of what that is. And I'm the one that likes me to watch free PlayStation, so I said no. Hey, look, let's see how she loves it. We're in front of 45 seconds.
Southside fans, please stand and welcome your 7-time state champions, Southside Maverick.
You can't see nothing over there.
The River Valley's one country blowtorch. Big Country 107.3.
And letting guys get behind them. That's something they really have to shore up this year. I mean, if your defensive line and linebackers do a good job putting on third and long situation, you just have to get off the field. You got to do yourself a favor and get off the field and get the ball back. You don't have problems, especially against a team like this Har Ber Wildcats.
Har Ber won the toss, but back in the second half, they'll be kicking off the south side. Kicking off for Har Ber will be Jesus Zumbo. In fact, for the Mavericks will be Ricardo Savoy along with Mason Love will stand at their goal line. And his kicker is Zumbo. I think he's been here on the 12-year plan for Har Ber.
Seems like we've called his name a couple times in years past.
So Zumbo tees the ball up. We're just about ready to start the 2017 season. Got a little smoke on the field. A great night for football. Let's get it going. As Zumbo approaches the football, here's his kick. It's going to come down. It's actually going to go in the end zone. Will be a touchback. The Southside will start the first drive of the 2017 season on their own 20-yard line. Both excited to see this Maverick defense, see how they come out, how they play. I know it's going to be a very big challenge for them tonight. You come off 3-7, and then you start your season with the #1 ranked team in the state in Har Ber. Then you come back, you play Greenwood's probably arguably one of the best teams they've had in years, which is saying a lot for Greenwood. I mean, 2 tough tests right off the bat. So, get something done early if you can.
Yeah, get some positive momentum. Let's show these guys that they're not just going to come in here and run all over us. Let's see what we can do on offense starting off. Let's move the ball down the field.
Southside will go the pistol formation. They bring Altus in motion to the left side. Savoy in the backfield takes a hand off the left side, cuts it back across the 25-yard line, gets a nice gain up across to the 27-yard line on the play for Springdale Har Ber is Johnny Rodriguez. They have second down, second spot at the 26-yard line, second down, second for the Mavericks.
And you got to give the Maverick offensive line a lot of credit, and I like that play call. The stretch play to the left, and the Maverick offensive line is supposed to be undersized, just push the Har Ber defensive line back right there.
Southside goes strong left this time. Now they bring Altus in motion to the right. Here's a quick slant pass out complete. across the 25-yard line up to the 28-yard line as Tyree Solomon on the catch for the Mavericks. Will be about 1 yard short. And that's where you see that Har Ber defense right there, Bo, is the fact you get the ball to Solomon. Solomon is capable of breaking it any time. They converted to only come to a 3-yard gain.
Absolutely. They've got a lot of closing speed. And like you say, Solomon had some room there, and they just shut it down quickly.
Be third down, 3rd and 1 for the Mavs. We've got 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter, no score. Southside sets up. They go trip set to the wide side of the field, one back in the backfield. That's Savoy. As Gatewood calls out signals, now they bring Alton motion to the right side, strong right. Here's a handoff to the right side and hit and getting the first down. Good job by Ricardo Savoy of getting the first down for the Mavericks. They had him hemmed in at the 28. He cuts back to the left, gets the first down.
And he kept those feet driving, and like you say, he just had about 3 Har Ber defenders hanging all over him. He just kept churning and churning. He knew exactly what he had to get for that first down, so give the young man credit for that.
The first and 10 for Southside at their own 31-yard line. Again, they go one back in the backfield, trip set to the wide side of the field. In the slot, Mason Love. Now he comes in motion. They'll go back outside. Again, a trip set. They want to throw the ball. It's a swing pass outside, going to be incomplete. The ball is knocked down right there by the Russell defender. It's Trey Moore making the play for the Har Ber defense because they're second down, 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks.
That had the makings of a big play right there, and Trey Moore stuck that big hand up and tipped it up in the air. But it looked like they had the blockers set up out there to the near side of the field.
They've got some big guys. You mentioned big Trey Moore. He is a 5'10", 320-pound lineman. Here's a quick pass out. Dropped on the play. It's going to be incomplete. The ball was intended for Mason Love. Tried to take off running with the football before he tucked it in. We're bringing up 3rd down, 3rd and 10 to the south side, and that's definitely not what you want for the Mavs.
You don't want to get into these 3rd and long situations. That's a case where the young man, the receiver, just took his eyes off the ball. He tried to run with it and wanted to make something happen before he actually had the ball in his hands.
Again, 3rd down and 10 for the Mavs. They'll go one back in the backfield. That's Savoy as Gatewood looks over the defense. Trip set to the wide side of the field. On receiver, that's Dylan White on the short side of the field as Gatewood waits on the snap, takes the snap, wants to throw the ball, throws the ball across the middle, beacon incomplete as, again, Mason Love had his hands on the football, can't hold on to the ball. He is hit. That was a really nice defensive play by Har Ber as 2 backs to converged on him at the same time and walked the ball loose.
Yeah, that was just a big hit by Nick Fusher, your inside linebacker for Har Ber. He wasn't going to make the first down anyway. It was going to be a 3 or 4 yard completion, but the way that ball popped out of there, it could have been a big play for the Wildcats.
Southside will have to punt the ball away. The punter stands back on his 17-yard line, gets a snap, gets the punt off. It's a good high punt, and it's going to be fielded at the 19-yard line. He's going to be hit and dropped. Great job by the Southside defense getting back in there making the play. And a really nice punt, too. That was Adam Puckett on the punt for Southside.
You saw Puckett go down right there. I didn't know if there was going to be a flag thrown running into the punter right there, but just a huge kick and a way to flip the field on the Har Ber Wildcats and at least give them a long field to have to struggle through right here.
Hey, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crane Hyundai in Fort Smith. Ask about the Crane 100 available now. Crane Hyundai, 3600 South Zero, Fort Smith. The quarterback, Grant Allen, as Har Ber comes to the line of scrimmage, they'll have one back in the backfield. Now they bring him in motion. No receivers out there as Allen takes a snap. He wants to throw the football. He's going to take the ball deep down the field. Has an open receiver that's Peyton over there. Peyton Coper makes the catch inside Southside territory. Butler, what we talked about in the pregame is the fact you can't give up the big play, first play of the game, the big completion to Peyton Coper. The ball was spotted right at the Southside 30-yard line. And Bo, it was getting a different look. You got the matchup you wanted. You got a backer on the speedy running back.
Yeah, he just ran right by him there. I mean, and he just, wow, kind of amazed at the play call. They're going to go right down the field on the seam route like that in the first play.
And here's a keeper by Grant Allen. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 28-yard line, making the play. Cameron Belcher makes the play for the Southside defense. Big gain of 2 reasons, second down, 2nd and 8.
Excellent job by the linebackers reading that fade, that read right by the quarterback there, back the keeper.
Again, Har Ber goes low backs in the backfield. Their trip set to the wide side, and now they bring the back in the backfield. That is Logan Collins. Collins stands just to the right of the quarterback, Grant Allen. Allen takes a snap. He wants to throw the ball, looks down the field. He's going to try to run with it. As an opening, he misses a tackle there inside the 20, down to the 15, 14-yard line. And they had a chance to get him right there, but Allen's very loose and gets away, makes a nice game. 1st and 10 for Har Ber. A quick drive here. I think that's maybe 2 plays or 3 plays so far at the south side 17-yard line.
The Mavericks defensive lineman had him dead to rights right there. Just tried to arm tackle him, and he kind of pulled away and was able to turn it into a big play.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They go 2 receivers for the wild side field. Now go strong right this time, and now he's got 2 flags on the play. This may be, I believe it's going to be a motion penalty called on Springdale Har Ber. They had 2 men in motion coming back to the line of scrimmage, and the 5-yard penalty brings it up to 1st and 15.
The Mavericks have an opportunity right here. We need to step up and play some tough defense, keep them out of the end zone, at least force them into a field goal try.
Yeah, 8:51 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Har Ber's first possession of the ball game. Again, they come with 1 back in the backfield. That's Logan Collins in the backfield along with the quarterback, Grant Allen. Trip set to the wide side of the field. Here's a snap. They want to throw that way, and the ball's going to be complete on inside screen down to about the 18-yard line. Nice coverage on the south side, getting back over there. They tried to load up the wide side of the field. They executed the play well, but the Mavericks made a better play defensively.
Yeah, it was an excellent read, sniffing out that screen right there, and just a great backside pursuit by the Maverick defense.
It's been kind of interesting. We were expecting to see Peyton Kofer more in the backfield, and really he's been lined up pretty much as a wide receiver. This time they go 1 guy wide right, trip set to the short side of the field. Now they bring a man in motion into the backfield, strong right for Har Ber. Here's the handoff to Kofer. He's going to go inside the 10-yard line, drags Belcher down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line.
Well, I'll blame that on you because you called them out, and then suddenly they give him the ball on the inside handoff.
Yeah, it doesn't always work the way we want it to, does it? And let's see, they will spot him just short of the first down. It looks like they're going to be about, it's on the 8-yard line. They've got to get down to the 7, so it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats inside the Southside 10-yard line. As Southside will get a late substitution in, and the quarterback this time, Allen, goes from under center, puts over the defense. They'll go with a high formation, handoff to Kofer, gets inside the 5-yard line, and drive down to about the 2-yard line. That right there is, we talked about the big plays defensively that Southside cannot give up. They come with a strong I formation. You've got those big guys who are able to push the smaller Southside linemen down the field, a gain of 5, 1st and goal, 3-yard line.
And you look at the way Kofer runs, I mean, he runs like a fullback. It's just hard to believe that this guy was playing quarterback last year.
Collins dots the I. Now we've got another flag on the board. Either going to be an offside or south side, or it may be a motion penalty on Har Ber. There's going to be a motion penalty on the Wildcats. It'll be their 2nd penalty of the ball game. Will make it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Which is kind of interesting too, Bo. They just went to a straight I formation. The thing you understand about a Chris Wood team is, I mean, he's a disciple of Gus Malzahn, so you're going to see multi-formations the whole night.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It makes it so tough on the defense, trying to line up correctly, number one, and then know what to do after the ball snapped.
William Till lines up at fullback, and here's a handoff to the tailback. He's going to get hit and drop at the 5-yard line. That was Logan Collins on the carry, and a nice defensive job by the Maverick defense to get him down. I believe that was old number 99 over there make the play for the Maverick defense. Martinez Gaston got a hold of him. He wasn't the one that made the final tackle, but he slowed him down enough for his mates to come and help out.
Yeah, he was right there in the hole where the run was called to, and he was able to push him outside a little wider than he wanted to run.
Again, they work I formation. One receiver split out. That's Pounders. Here's the handoff again off the right side and getting inside the 5-yard line down to about the 2-yard line. Again, is Logan Collins. He's short of the goal line.
Number 9, Luke Richardson.
And they're really loading up on that right side, trying to play power football at this point down at the goal line.
Yeah, Luke Richardson makes a play for the Maverick defense. Again, 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Almost halfway through the first quarter, no score. Har Ber threatening, though. Here's a handoff again to Collins, and Collins will dive into the end zone. And let's see. They're going to spawn him outside the end zone, I think. He's holding his arms. Excuse me, that was Kofer on the carry. They're going to spot him just short of the end zone. I thought he got in.
Looked like he got in from this angle, but I'm not going to argue with him.
We won't argue that. Go tell Chris Wood to kick the field goal. It's interesting how they're really running their offense. So you can tell Peyton Cofer is that guy. They had a guy, Hannon, 2 years ago he was the go-to. We're talking, he had some 300-yard games, and, man, he was the bell cow of the team. I think Cofer may be in that same setup this year for the Wildcats. Again, 4th and goal at the half-yard line. Here's a quarterback sneak by Allen. Allen gets in the end zone, touchdown, Wildcats.
There wasn't any doubt about that one. The pile moved about 5 yards into the end zone, so can't argue that one.
Yeah, that was a 10-play, 78-yard drive for the Wildcats. Zumbo will come in to attempt the extra point. And, Jesus Zumbo, we called his name. I don't know if he ever got pronounced right, but until this year, but he's been the kicker for Har Ber for the last 3 years. They'll line up at the 10-yard line to attempt the extra point. 5:23 to go here. Southside trails 6-zip. And then the extra point by the Har Ber Wildcats. Your ball is down. Your kick is up.
The kick is up.
And your kick is good. We've got 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Har Ber leads Southside 7-zip. We're back to the Wildcat kickoff after this. This is Southside Maverick Football. Spirit 106.3.
South 28 Boutique is your source for local and authentic labels such as the complete Lauren James collection, Southern Tide, and Rustic Cuff. They offer tailgating hogwear for the entire family and menswear. Join their VIP texting to earn points for savings on the labels you love. And teachers always get 10% off the total purchase price. Download the South 28 app and save 20% off any one item with free shipping. Located at 418 North Plaza Drive, Van Buren. Call or text 719-2019.
A largemouth bass tearing at your bait, mallard circling above, dawn breaking through your tree stand, it's the outdoors that you love. Tackle boxes, hunting and fishing gear, for what you love to do. The adventure starts at the tackle box for sportsmen just like you.
For all of your hunting and fishing needs, head to the Tackle Box, 3001 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Call the Tackle Box today at 646-3193.
Okay, welcome back to action here at Jim Rowland Stadium. Southside Trail 7-zip. Here's the kickoff by Har Ber. It's going to be fielded, actually go into the end zone, be another touchback. Oh, that's a weapon right there. You look at Zumbo, hits the ball in the end zone. We had that last year with Derek Gutierrez, did a great job. It seemed like, we talked about this last year. He got 10 yards on his kickoffs from one season, from his junior season to the senior season, did a really great job, and that's a weapon.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it just forces the offense to go the full length of the field. I mean, you got 80 yards to go, and you're not going to get any return. So, I love that.
It was a 78-yard drive for Har Ber. The big play was obviously the pass play completion of 60 yards from Brian Allen to Peyton Cofer. Here's a snap, a handoff up the middle to Ricardo Savoy. Savoy's going to be hit. Ball forward for maybe about 2 yards, brings up second down, 2nd and 8 for the Mavs.
Savoy really had nowhere to go on that one. The Har Ber defensive line had him smothered up, but you still like the way he's running. I mean, this kid, he hit the pile hard. There wasn't really a hole there, but he hit it hard and kept his legs churning.
Bring up second down, 2nd and 8 for the Mavs. 4:58 to go here in the first quarter. Southside Trail 7-zip. Gatewood looks to the sidelines to get the signals. Has one back in the backfield. That's Savoy. They go trip set to the wide side of the field. One receiver on the short side. That's Jordan Jackson. Here's a snap to Gatewood. Gatewood hands it off to the left side. That's Savoy. He gets to the outside. Nice pursuit by the Har Ber defense. They're going to bring him down at about the 23-yard line. Leading the contact for Har Ber is Trevor Alderson. They'll bring up third down, 3rd and let's call it 6 for the Mavs. And, this is a big play for Southside. The defense really struggled the first series, so you got to get some first downs, keep them off the field.
Yeah, you don't want to go 3 and out right here. I mean, the Har Ber defense is so tough, though. I mean, Savoy had nowhere to go on that. He just kept getting pushed further and further out. He wanted to turn it up and never could.
Savoy lines up on the left of Gatewood. Gatewood takes a snap, looks down the field, still looking. Now he's going to run with the football. He crosses the 25. He's going to be hit at the 27-yard line. Nice tackle. Their defensive plays. Brothers making the play for the Har Ber defense. And that's what you see, Bo, with this defense is you get someone like Gatewood on the outside. You see that good form tackling by Har Ber and nowhere to go, and Southside will punt the ball away.
Yeah, and I give Gatewood credit on that one. It looked like he was going to be sacked in the backfield. They had a little stun on from the outside linebacker, and he was at least able to make one-man miss and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Puckett will stand back. This is on the 14-yard line. Back deep will be Brock Pounders along with Blaze Brothers. They'll stand there on the 31-yard line. Here's a snap to Puckett. He gets another nice punt off by Puckett. It's going to be a fair catch called over there by Blaze Brothers at the 29-yard line. Both, there's one bright spot early for Southside. It's got to be a special teams. Done a very good job. Puckett, good job punting. Nice coverage both times by the Southside Mavs.
Both times, absolutely. I mean, that's a weapon, too. You don't like to use it, but it definitely is a weapon. Make it easier, a little bit easier on your defense.
You're kind of waiting to see, like in the game last night with Florida A&M, when the punter really struggled punting the ball all night long, and then he runs the ball, and we're thinking, where's that bit all getting him? Again, 1st and 10 for Har Ber at the 28-yard line. Grant Allen, your quarterback. He's got Peyton Kofer in the backfield. Sets to the left wide side of the field. Here's a handoff to Kofer. Nobody there. He crosses the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 is going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, you just mentioned limiting the big plays, and a huge hole opened up right there in the middle of the Maverick defense, and Har Ber was off to the races.
Yeah, he made a couple of nice moves. We've got a flag on the field, too, a little bit of laundry out there on the 32-yard line, and let's see what that's going to be. Well, I'm not sure what's going to be. I didn't see anybody down there to where the flag is thrown, so Har Ber's coming back, so this might be a break for Southside.
I don't know if I think it might have been a blocking back. There was a wide receiver out there, either a holding or a blocking back.
I'm not sure he needed it, though.
I don't think you're right.
They're going to spot the ball back. It happened at the 33-yard line. I'm assuming a 10-yard penalty will bring it back to the 43-yard line. That's a break for Southside, but I think Chris Wood may have made a pretty good decision taking Kofer away from quarterback. We've seen him catch a long pass, make a long run tonight. Now they're going to mark it back from the 43-yard line and take it further back. And I'm not sure what they're doing now. It's going to be back at the 42-yard line, heading further down the field. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And again, Bo, that's one if you're in the film room. I think if you're a Har Ber, you're that wide receiver, I wouldn't be in the film room that day.
No.
That play actually happened away. I don't think it was even an integral part of the play.
No, I don't think it was. It definitely wasn't the block that sprung him to make the long run, that's for sure.
There's a couple of nice cuts you had really got him going there. Now check Collins into the backfield, along with Grant Allen, your quarterback. They go trip set to the wide side of the field. One receiver set short side of the field. That's Matt Thomas. Here's a snap to Allen. The quick pass out complete. That is Pounders on the catch at the 40. He's at the 45-yard line. Is going to be hit and knocked down over there across the 45. Make the play for the Southside defense leading the charge. Mason Gregory will bring up second down, 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats.
That was just a simple pitch and catch out to the flats, and you got to make one man miss, and he made the Southside Maverick corner miss and was able to pick up 6 yards on it.
And that's kind of been the tell early tonight's been the ability of Har Ber to make the plays in the open field while Southside really struggled. Again, 2nd down, 2nd and 5 for the Har Ber Wildcats. Here's a pass over the middle by Grant Allen, incomplete, intended for Brock Pounders. It looked like maybe the safety for Southside almost got over there to get an INT. That was number 27, Bennett Wandell. The ball goes incomplete. And I like that call, though. You fake the handoff, you fake the run, and it's kind of a lob pass.
Yeah, I think they might have outthought themselves a little bit on that one.
I'll tell you a story. It's kind of like going back to Gus Malzahn when he had the Fab Five, man. He was running all these fake kicks and everything, and I'm thinking, why?
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, so 3rd down, 3rd and 5, big play for the Maverick defense. Here's a keeper by Allen, gets in the secondary. He's at the 35, makes a nice cut at the 25. He's at the 20. He's at the 15, going to be knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Again, a couple of nice cuts, a couple of fake outs, and I don't know if you can call them missed tackles. We just never made contact.
There was nobody around on that one. That's the play they ran a little bit earlier in the game, that little inside read by the quarterback, and he faked it to Kofer and pulled it out, and all the Maverick defenders bit, and there was nothing but real estate in front of him.
Now we've got a holding penalty against the Har Ber Wildcats, and let's see where that one was going to be. That may have actually sprung him. That would be a big play for the Southside defense because it was 3rd and 5, so it's going to be a 1st down. They marked as a 1st down, but the hold again. If I'm Chris Wood, I'm getting pretty upset about some of these holding calls just in the fact that where they're happening at.
Yeah, I mean, you like your effort. You want the guys blocking. You got to have receivers block if you're going to have long runs like that, but at the same time, you got to be smart about it.
He's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Southside 22-yard line. They lead 7-zip thanks to a 1-yard touchdown run by the quarterback. Allen, and here's a handoff, and good pursuit by the Maverick defense. Blaze Brothers down at the 20-yard line. And what's interesting, Bo, when you look at Har Ber, they play a lot of guys two ways. You got Brock Pounders, Blaze Brothers. These kids they've been starters on defense for 3 years, but they're good enough to where they can play both ways.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches.
Logan Collins in the backfield along with your quarterback, Grant Allen. Allen, based on the snap, takes a snap. He wants to throw, looks down the field, throws the ball to the end zone. Going to be incomplete. There's going to be a penalty on the south side. Intended receiver over there was Hunter Wood, Chris Wood's son. And, I don't think there was any doubt about the interference. Looked like there was some contact back there, and it would be that's not a bad thing in the fact that you may have saved a touchdown, you give him a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the safety holding his arms out like, what did I do? But it was pretty clear.
It's kind of like the one we saw in the scrimmage last week with Alma. We watched the Southside kid hanging on. We're thinking there's got to be somewhere in there. There's got to be something. And that might have been the same young man that did it, maybe saying, well, I did it last week, I can do it again. But I think that's a good play, the fact that I think he was beat on the play and he did what he had to do. But Har Ber did a good job of finding those mismatches out there, getting your safeties and your linebackers on your receivers. Again, 1st and 10 for Har Ber at the Southside 10-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle to Collins, gets inside the 10, down to about the, I think I was playing about the 7-yard line. We're bringing up second down, and let's call it 6. At the 7-yard line.
Wasn't nothing complicated about that. Just an inside handoff, running through the A gap, and the defensive line of the Mavericks just kind of went backwards on that one.
And the other thing you see too about this, it's a lot of it too. We talk about Greenwood doing this. We talk about Har Ber. It's a rhythm game. You change it up. You give them a different look. You speed up. You slow down. So it makes a difference. Again, it'll be second down, and they've got 2nd and 5 as the ball actually is probably the 6-yard line. Collins in the backfield along with Grant Allen. Allen takes a snap. He wants to throw the ball, throws the ball to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown catch over there for Har Ber by Bryant Cook.
Touchdown, Har Ber.
It'll be a 6-yard touchdown catch. Now Har Ber now leads 13-zip.
When you talk about the rhythm game, I mean, Har Ber, they've got so much going on pre-snap, you just don't know where to go with the ball. And that one, there wasn't a man in motion, there wasn't nothing, just an empty set, snap the ball, throw it out to the flats, touchdown.
Zumbo in for the extra point. They'll spot the ball at the 10-yard line. Again, 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. Southside now trails 13-zip. Pending the extra point. Ball is down. Your kick is up. Your kick is good. 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. Har Ber leads Southside 14-zip. Be back with the Har Ber kickoff after this. It's a Southside Maverick Football. Spirit 106.3.
Tonight's Southside Maverick football game is being brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. Enjoy mouth-watering fajitas with all the fixins for just $7.99. La Huerta Grill's lunch specials are perfect if you're in a hurry. Only $3.99 for the Speedy Gonzales. Open Saturday through Thursday 11 to 9, Fridays 11 to 10. La Huerta Grill, located on the corner of Old Greenwood Road and South Gary. A proud sponsor of Southside Maverick Football.
What's your favorite thing about Repeat's Place?
Catfish on Fridays. I definitely come for the pie. Pie's my favorite thing.
Meatloaf, pinto beans, mashed potatoes and gravy, and the cornbread is phenomenal.
Great food, great friends, good times at Repeat's Place.
I told them, I said, if I had one last meal and I was on death row, I would have them cater that meal to me. It would be my choice.
7830 Highway 71 South. Open daily Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner.
The Eagles kick goes into the end zone, will go out to the 20-yard line. Mavericks take over 1st and 10.
Can you hear me, Clay?
Action, as we get back to action, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crane Hyundai and Fort Smith. Visit them online at Crane Hyundai, FortSmith.com. Bo, that was a 72-yard, 7-play drive, a 6-yard touchdown pass. Grant Allen to his wide receiver, Bryant Cook. And Southside needs to get it going here as Gatewood takes a snap, throws that pass out to Savoy. He's going to be hemmed in, gets away across the 25. He's at the 30, the 35, and 37-yard line. Nice job by Carlos Savoy. He's brought down on the play. by Chase Strickland, but that was a nice run. You saw the speed, the quickness of Ricardo Savoy.
Yeah, that was the yak that coaches are always talking about, the yards after catch. It was a 5-yard route, and he turned it into a 25-yard gain.
First and 10 for Southside at their own 38-yard line. And need to answer here, Bo, down 14 zip, 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Two nice scoring drives by the Har Ber Wildcats. They go two backs in the backfield. That's Cole Altus in motion now, strong right this time. And now it looks like Har Ber jumps in the neutral zone. And Arkansas high school football, it's pretty easy to make that call. As Blake Wade, 6'1", 235, jumping in the neutral zone. And, Bo, you can take that all day, 1st and 5 opposed to 1st and 10.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm still the days where you snap the ball and you see a guy come across it. I'm just sitting there thinking, why did he snap that ball? Well, you don't have to anymore.
I'm not sure I really like that rule. I mean, I guess it's a safety factor, but I'm not crazy about it. And plus, it kind of takes away from the referee having to make a big decision whether he is or isn't. It's pretty obvious. Again, 1st and 5 for the Mavericks. Here's a snap, handoff to Savoy off the right side. Not much there, but he goes forward across the 45-yard line to about the 46-yard line. Just giving him a gain of 3 on that. Let's give him 4 yards on the play. Brings that 2nd down, second, and, well, they're giving 3. 2nd down, second, and 2 for Southside. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter, Southside trails 14 zip. Be back to the start of the second quarter after this. It's the Southside Maverick Football spread 6.3.
How many? We can go 3 on this play?
30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. Excuse me. 30 seconds.
Can you hear him at all?
No, I cannot.
I'm going to get Chris to call him. I haven't texted.
Clay.
Now is the time to schedule your vehicle's annual fall checkup with W&W Automotive. From oil changes to cooling systems, brakes, hoses, and more, let Mark Wakefield and the boys at W&W Automotive get your vehicle ready for the daily routine of back-to-school driving. Drop by the corner of Towson Avenue and South O in Fort Smith, or call 242-1600. W&W Automotive, a bumper-to-bumper certified shop.
All offers with approved credit. See dealer details. Hey, old Rocket Randola here. Crane Hyundai on Zero Street in Fort Smith. And you know what Crane Hyundai on Zero Street has that the other dealers don't have? The Crane Commitment. That's right. 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle sold. It's 100% low price guarantee and 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. And Hyundai Assurance. Plus, Crane Hyundai lets you shop over 1,500 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. If you're even thinking about a vehicle, you need to think Crane Hyundai Zero Street in Fort Smith.
We need to get some points out of this drive.
Yeah, I know. Second, too, this might be one where you take a chance to throw it downfield.
Gatewood takes a snap. He wants to throw the ball, looks downfield, is going to be hit and dropped at the 39-yard line. Made the play for Har Ber. Sanders makes the play. They'll spot the ball back to the 40-yard line. Bo, that was a play. Really, what happened on it more than anything, it looked like it came with an outside blitz with Sanders, but what made the play, in fact, I think it was just slow developing.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, you're looking at him up here, it didn't look like he was standing back in the pocket a long time, but against this defense, you cannot hold the ball for more than a couple seconds, so they're going to be on you.
Yeah, big play by the Har Ber defense brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 8. I like the idea, though, of trying to go down the field. Now they bring Savoy in motion. Tripp sets the wide side of the field. Here's a snap. Gatewood looks, throws the ball down to Savoy, who's wide open, and he overthrows him. Had him open on the play. He had the coverage over there. That was Kevin Eckwood on the coverage. Will bring up 4th down, and we missed one there.
You really missed one there. I mean, you had the right play call. Har Ber smelled blood in the water, and they sent their guys on the corner blitz, and it was just wide open over here, and just overthrew him to it out of bounds.
He really looked like that maybe Gatewood got too much air over the ball that time, and the ball settled up there. Of course, you know, if you're Savoy, man, hurry, get here, so you can take off running. The pursuit got to him, and force the south side again to punt the football. That's Adam Puckett to punt the ball away. Here's the punt. And coming up to catch the ball is Brock Pounders, and he's going to not call a fair catch. It's at the 20-25. We'll get across the 25 up to the 28-yard line. Makes a nice return over there. Har Ber got fortunate at that time because it looked like there might have been a block in the back on the catch.
Yeah, and you saw the gunner down there throwing his hands up to the referee saying, hey, man, throw a flag.
I'm down here, make it happen. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 again for the Har Ber Wildcats. They'll start this drive on the 27-yard line. They lead 14 zip, 11:01 to go here in the second quarter. Brett Allen's your quarterback. In the backfield will be Peyton Kofer, will stand to his right. Allen takes a snap. He wants to throw the ball, looks down the field. Now he tucks it in to run. Will be hit, dropped at the 29-yard line, making the play for the Southside defense is Martez Gaston.
He's really having a pretty good game, Keith. We've called his name several times. He's been on some key stops.
Yes, he has been. And you look at Gaston, he's an undersized defensive end. He is listed at 6'5", 190, and, you know, he's got a lot of growing he can do.
Yeah, I mean, 6'5" was great. The 190, not so much. If he grows into that frame, he could be a force.
Allen takes a snap, wants to throw the ball, throws it over the middle, complete, across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. It's Hunter Wood on the catch, making the play for the Southside defense. Is Mason Gregory. Gregory will get enough for a first down. Good play by Gregory to get there, just couldn't close quick enough.
He was just about a half a second late. I mean, that's one of those timing routes they practice so much, just a little slant route. It was open right in the middle of the field, and Gregory just a half step late.
He first and 10 for Har Ber at their own 41-yard line. Allen goes going in the backfield, takes a snap, throws the ball, quick slant pass again, complete to Wood. Wood crosses midfield. We'll get into Southside territory down the Southside 46-yard line.
Well, talk about those receivers blocking. We've seen a couple penalties called on them, but that was just a receiver screen right there. I mean, they're so good. Har Ber's so good at getting those receivers out in front, getting a man behind, and he just has a wall of blockers there. It makes it so tough to get to him.
That was Cameron Belcher making the play for the Southside defense. Will be first and 10 to Southside 46-yard line. Har Ber did a very good job of exploiting some mismatches. So getting down the field, here's a fake handoff receiver by Allen. He's at the 40, inside the 40 to 35, down to the Southside 33-yard line. Will be another first down. Allen's a good quarterback. This young man does a good job of reading the defense, so either hand the ball off or go with it. Did a great job running the ball. Picks up another first down.
Yeah, that's the same exact play that they just had that long run on last series. He faked it to the tailback, which was J.C. Medina this time, and just pulled it back out, and there was a lot of real estate over there on the far side of the field.
You know, J.C. Medina has been a starter for this team. You talk about embarrassment of riches. That's what Har Ber has right now. They go trip set to the wide side of the field. One receiver on the short side of the field. That's Nick Parchman. Here's a fake handoff to Medina. Ball down the middle, complete, touchdown. Touchdown Brock Pounders. What we talked about to worry about was the big play at that time. That was almost too easy.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that's just looked like something that you would do in your backyard. It was a post route, and there was really no one around him. It makes it too easy for Allen to make that completion.
Now make the score 20-zip. Pending the extra point, Jesus Zumbo will be in to attempt the extra point on the hold for Har Ber. Will be Nick Parchman. Again, they'll set up on the 10-yard line, 9:18 to go here. Greenwood leading Northside 17-zip. And now they would have had that block. They got back there. The ball wasn't snapped on the play. Let's see what the call's going to be. It's going to be legal procedure on Har Ber. They'll make it just a bit longer extra point. We'll spot the ball back at the 8-yard line.
Instead of a punt for Jesus Zumbo, it becomes a chip shot.
Yeah, Zumbo, this will be a little bit of maybe field goal practice for him as they'll set the ball at the 15-yard line, a 25-yard extra point. So Zumbo checks the air in the line, waits on the ball to be snapped. Here's your snap, ball is down, your kick is up. And your kick is good. 9:18 to go here in the second quarter. Southside now trails 21-zip. Be back with the Wildcat kickoff after this with the Southside Maverick Football on Spirit 106.3.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. Wear your shield. Wear your shelter.
Ask Shelter Insurance agent Chris Dooley about a free insurance review.
A largemouth bass tearing at your bait, mallard circling above, dawn breaking through your tree stand. It's the outdoors that you love. Tackle boxes, hunting and fishing gear for what you love to do. The adventure starts at the tackle box for sportsmen just like you.
For all of your hunting and fishing needs, head to the Tackle Box, 3001 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Call the Tackle Box today at 646-3193.
for a ball back deep. Ricardo Savoy along with Mason Love. The ball will go in the end zone again for another touchback in the south side. The start of this drive with our 20-yard line. Bo, that's been another area that's really the south side's been the starting point. But then you say that too. Also, Har Ber has really not had great field position by any means, but they've been hard to stop tonight.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the difference is they've been able to string some first downs together. They've been able to get some big plays, and we just haven't had really any openings whatsoever.
To be 1st and 10 again for Southside. They'll start this drive on their 20-yard line. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crane Hyundai and Fort Smith. Experience the Crane difference at Crane Hyundai, 3600 South Zero, Fort Smith. Gatewood, your quarterback, will have Savoy in the backfield. Gatewood waits on the snap, takes a snap. Here's a handoff to Savoy off the right side. He's going to be swarmed in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss. Not much there for Southside. That good penetration by the defensive line at the end. That was a late play with the play for the Har Ber defense. Will bring it second down, second 12.
Yeah, it was a little jet sweep, and it's just really hard to run east and west on these guys. They're too quick, and they're too good at tackling.
Again, Southside this time goes strong right without this lining up off the right tackle. Now he goes in motion from right to left. They go strong left. Want to throw the ball as Gatewood throws the ball. Has it wide open. Ricardo Savoy's at the 35. Will be brought down across it. Right at the 40-yard line. Back to play is Tevin Eckwood along with Mitchell Herndon and Bo. If he could just get the ball out there. That was a play we saw earlier. If that ball is a shade quicker, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, like you say, it was the play we just saw him run a couple of last series, and kudos to the coaching staff for seeing that mismatch and going right back to it.
The 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. They'll spot the ball at the south side 39-yard line. The Mavs go this time trip set to the short side of the field. One receiver wide side of the field. Here's a snap to Gatewood, a quick inside pass. Ball was intended over there for Jordan Jackson. I'm not sure it wasn't bad. He missed it. It went through his hands, but I'm not sure that wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah, he was fixing to get lit up about 5 yards into the backfield. I mean, the way that play was set up, it almost looked like a throwback or something, or a halfback pass.
Again, they'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. 8:34 to go here in the first half. Har Ber leads Southside 21-zip. And again, Bo, we say this, but you got to get some points when you can, and this is a very important series if the Mavericks want to stay in the ball game tonight. They bring a man in motion. That's Tyree Solomon. The ball is snapped off his shoulder pad, but we've got a whistle on the play. It's either going to be a motion on Southside or offsides Har Ber. Not sure what the call on the way they're pointing. It's going to be on Southside, a 5-yard penalty. And I heard the PA man say Har Ber, but the way he's wanting to mark it off, he's wanting to walk back towards Southside, and a lot of movement.
There's some discussion going on there.
I didn't see Southside move. They had one man in motion. I don't know if they'll call 2 men in motion on this, but Har Ber was in the neutral zone, and now they're going to wave it off. I guess they did a vote on this and voted to decide there was no penalty. No penalty, so it'll be, again, second down for Southside. Here's a snap handoff to Savoy. He's going to be hit as he crosses the board and gets to the 41-yard line. Not a whole lot there for Southside. Again, Miller Herndon leads the charge from his outside linebacker position for the Har Ber Wildcats. Will bring a third down, 3rd and 8 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, you mentioned not a lot of room there. I mean, that interior defensive line of Har Ber is so tough, and our offensive line just has their hands full with these guys tonight.
Well, there's a size difference, too. But the thing with the size difference is the fact that these guys are big, but they're also fast. Again, 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for Southside. Now they bring Savoy out of the backfield in motion, lines up as Gatewood wants to throw. Now he's going to run the ball. Crosses the 45. We'll get the Southside first down across midfield to the Har Ber 49-yard line. Great effort, Tay Gatewood.
Absolutely. I mean, I love that because the guy, we know he's a running quarterback. He wants to run. He dropped back, didn't see anything he liked, saw some open real estate there in the middle of the field and just went for it. Could have went down about a yard or two short of the line, but was able to drag a couple of Har Ber defenders across the line to gain. So good job, Tay Gatewood.
Yeah, it was that extra effort, too, that got the first down. And that's the one thing that Gatewood brings to the table, Bo, is if things break down, his ability to make things happen. Again, 1st and 10 for Southside. Now man in motion. Here's a high snap. Now hand off to Savoy. Crosses the 49 down to about the Har Ber 40. It's about the 47. Brings up 72nd.
And I like what they're doing right here. They're running right at them. They're not trying to go left and right on these guys. I think they kind of realize that stringing it out against these guys isn't going to work. They're just way too quick laterally. So run right at them and see what you can do.
And the key too, I think, is you got to stay on the field. You got to keep your defense really has struggled tonight. You got to keep them off the field. Sometimes a good offense is a good defense. As Gatewood wants to throw the ball, has an open receiver complete. That's Brennan Ulrich on the catch. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He's tackled just inside the 5, down at the 2-yard line.
It looked like he was going to make it right there. And just surprised the defender caught up with him, but just a great strike thrown by Tate Gatewood. A little seam route right there, and excellent catch and run by Ulrich.
You know, Ulrich is the one we talked about. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen him in the backfield yet. They had him at receiver that time. Be 1st and goal for Southside, right up the 1-yard line. Here's a snap. Gatewood keeps the ball. Touchdown, Southside.
Excellent job by the interior of that defensive line getting a good push. And Gatewood had it easy right there. Just walk in behind those big horses up front.
What did they do different on that series? We saw them getting some open receivers out there. They gave them some different looks. Are they seeing something out there that maybe Har Ber's not seeing as far as getting the receivers down the middle of the field?
Well, we hadn't been able to stretch the field at all until this last series, and for some reason I think that we just started throwing it. Har Ber's been sucking up to the close to the line of scrimmage, and we were able to get a couple of receivers behind them.
Southside will go for 2 points here. Here's a snap to Gatewood. He does an option pass, pitches it. The ball's fumbled on the play, incomplete, and now we've got a flag on the play. Mo, we saw that a lot last year. They would go with the one man that hit the opposite line that they wanted. It was an option play, trying to Gatewood along with Ulrich, and it's going to be procedure penalty on Southside. It'll be declined. Southside gets some points on the board. They trail 21-60 back with Maverick kickoff after this. This is Southside Maverick Football. Score 106.3.
The office of Dr. Henry J. U. Dodge Jr. and Dr. Henry J. U. Dodge III at U. Dodge Orthodontics has been a respected provider in our orthodontic care community since 1972. The top priority of their practice is to provide you the highest quality orthodontic care in a fun, friendly, comfortable environment. They utilize the latest technological advances in the field of orthodontics to ensure that you receive the most effective care possible. U. Dodge Orthodontics, 782-3021. Go Mavericks!
Floyd Trailer Honda at 3200 South Zero Street in Fort Smith has been serving the River Valley for decades. A quality product and a commitment to customer service is what keeps people coming back. And Floyd Trailer Honda is a proud supporter of Fort Smith Southside Athletics. Stop in today and see the new Hondas arriving daily at Floyd Trailer Honda, 3200 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Visit them online at trailerhonda.net.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium. Nice drive by the Southside Mavericks to get on the scoreboard. Weren't able to complete the extra point, but good to see the Mavericks get some points. Here's a kickoff, kicking off for Southside. Will be Connor Robles. It's going to be fielded at the 15. That's Pounders. He's at the 30. He's going to be hit. Fumbles the ball out of bounds across the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for Har Ber, the ball goes out of bounds. That was a nice drive for Southside. Both that was a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Obviously, the 2 key plays of the drive: a 48-yard pass completion from Tate Gatewood to Brendan Ulrich, and then a 1-yard touchdown run by Gatewood to finish the drive.
Yeah, we knew Gatewood could run the ball, but we hadn't seen him do a lot with his arm yet, so that's still kind of a question mark, but he made some really good passes on that series.
The 1st and 10 for Har Ber. They've had the ball 3 times. They've had 3 scores. Really haven't had that great. This is actually their best field position, and now as they start this drive on their own 38-yard line. Brand Allen, your quarterback. We'll have in the backfield Logan Collins. Here's a pitch to Collins. Excuse me, that's Frank Kofer. Kofer gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Amber Belcher makes the play for the Maverick defense. Brings up second down, 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. 6:22 to go here in the second quarter. Southside trails 21-6. Again, Allen will set the team up. They'll go trip set to the wide side of the field. One receiver, that's Kofer, down at the bottom of the screen. Here's a snap. Must have thrown the ball to Kofer. Excuse me, that's Parchment. And good coverage over there. They had the one-on-one matchup. They won over there, but really nice coverage by Jalen Coleman. stride for stride with the receivers. They could Nick Parchman bring up third down, 3rd and 2, and Bo, that's what you do when you have 2nd and 2, you go long.
Absolutely. Just take a shot because you know you're probably going to be able to come back and get it on 3rd down, but credit Jalen Coleman for some excellent coverage. Really thought he had a chance to make an interception there. The ball just went through his hands. Could have made a huge play, but great coverage by him.
Har Ber lines up one back in the backfield. Here's a quick slant pass going to be incomplete. They have to get the ball over there to Rodney Cook. Bring up 4th down, 4th and 2. And, you know, at this point, Bo, they will probably go for it here. This could be a big play for the Maverick defense. Get a stop here, get great field position.
Huge play right here if we can get a stop. On 4th down. They're messing me up because they're not flipping the yard marker over there, but it's 4th down. We got a chance to get off the field right here.
Yeah, we're trying to fake them out on this. Now they're going to try to, they're flipping it over. Now I don't know what was going on with that, but looking at Northside Greenwood leading Northside 27-zip. Connor Nolan, he's everything that is advertised. Here's a quick slant pass complete to Cook. Cook's hit in the backfield, tries to get away. Now he crosses the 45, he's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Sometimes things are just going your way. He ran into his own man, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looked like we were going to tackle him for a loss, or at least no gain, and be able to get the ball on downs, and he breaks it open on the sideline for a touchdown.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. That's a 52-yard touchdown. You're right, Bo. What's really disappointing about it is the fact that they had him back there, had him in the backfield with a chance to get him down. Can't get him down now. That increases the Har Ber lead 27-6, pinning the extra point. They zoom Bo back in for the extra point. Parchman on the hold. They'll spot the ball at the 10-yard line. That was a 3-play drive, 58 yards on the drive. Ball is down, your kick is up, and your kick is good. 5:46 to go here. Har Ber now leads 28-6. We're back with the Wildcat kickoff after this. Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
River Valley Truck Outfitters has served Western Arkansas and the River Valley area with a commitment to quality and excellence unmatched in the truck accessories industry. Whether you need step bars, grill guards, diesel performance products, camper shells, or wheels and tires, shop at the store you can depend on. River Valley Truck Outfitters, Highway 71 south of Top Rye Hill in Fort Smith. River Valley Truck Outfitters, where quality and customer service is always number one.
Welcome back to Jamrolla Stadium. Actually, that was a 62-yard drive. Grant Allen to Cook for the touchdown. And Bo, it was a play where you said, he bounced off his own man. Southside had a chance to get him, and once he got past that first defender.
Yeah, we loaded up the box trying to stop we knew they were going to run it. They thought they were going to run it. They passed it out to the flats, and we got a chance to make a play and just didn't do it.
Zumbo will again kick off for Har Ber. Back deep will be Mason Love along with Ricardo Savoyce. And Zumbo so far is 5 for 5 kicking off. He's hit them all in the end zone. Here's his kick, and it's going to go again. 8 yards in the end zone, no return. Southside will have the ball on the 20-yard line, and there's a little frustration for Southside. Somebody really nice block over there putting his man down. That was Ryan Tucker.
Well, you have to get what you can get in games like this.
Yeah, especially down 28-6 right now. But good drive for the Mavericks, their last series, Bo, so hopefully they have found something that they can do on this Har Ber defense, which makes you feel good about that. Hopefully they can drive down and get some more points.
Yeah, they really need to score. 5 minutes, 46 seconds left until half. They need to choose some time off of this clock. Don't let this high-powered Har Ber offense have the ball again.
Gatewood calls out signals, has one back in the backfield. Savoy now man in motion, call Altus, and here's a fumble on the play. Looked like on the snap, I think the ball may have hit Altus on the way by, falls down, and now we've got a flag on the ball. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. It's going to be a procedure penalty on Southside, which actually you're going to basically lose 3 yards on that, but you gave the down. First and 15, Mavericks.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of little snafus on the pre-snap motion there. A couple minutes ago, the ball hit Altus in the shoulder when he was running by, so I'm not sure where the timing is off on that.
Again, be first and 10 as Gatewood looks over the defense, calls out signals, now steps back about 5 yards from center, 1 minute in the backfield. to Savoy. Here's a fake to Savoy. He wants to throw the ball down the middle of the field. It's complete. He's at the 35-yard line. A nice throw and catch. That's Tyree Solomon on the catch for the south side. And, Bo, there's something in the middle of the field they really like.
That was a little slant route, just right in the middle of the field. Tyree Solomon caught it in stride. I mean, perfect timing on the pass by Tay Gatewood.
First and 10 south side at their own 35-yard line. Bo, I think it's very imperative. 5:32 to go here down 28-6. You need to hang on that ball as long as possible. Keep the Har Ber offense off the field and, maybe work one of those good 10-play drives, get some points out of it. Here's a snap, a handoff. No, it's a rollout by Gatewood. He's going to throw the ball complete to Altus. Boy, Altus is way over there. And now they call him incomplete. That was Blaze Brothers, and that's the type of pass where it's just, you're leaving it up too long, you're leaving the receiver exposed, and I'll tell you what, Blaze Brothers said, hey, if you're going to do that, I'm going to take advantage of it. That's what he did.
I was holding my breath. That ball seemed to hang up in the air forever.
I think Cole Altus was, too.
Yeah.
So bring up second down, 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. 5:15 to go here against Southside. Trails 28-6. Gatewood calls out signals. They'll go with a stack set on the left side of the field. Now, jumping off sides, it's Har Ber. They get the 5 yards right there. Again, that was number 95, Blake Wade. That's the second time out he's jumped in the neutral zone. He's trying to time that count or something. A good job by Tay Gatewood getting the call for Southside, making it 2nd and 5. Now you're in a pretty good situation.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can get 5 yards on first down every time, that's great. Doesn't matter how you get it.
Tyree Solomon will check in and will be the stack man, the back man on the far side of the field. Altus goes in motion to that side. They're looking that way down the field, and Gatewood got to do something with the ball. He's going to be hit in the backfield and knocked down back to the 34-yard line. That was number 72. Kennedy Big Feather making the play. Kind of an unusual play. It was almost like he blocked him down instead of wrapping him up. But Gatewood goes down with the loss. Brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 13 for the Mavericks.
You mentioned Kenny Big Feather. Like you say, he just kind of ran into him, and Gatewood fell down. I mean, that guy's, he lives up to his name. He's humongous, 6'3", 223 pounds. There was no feather involved in that.
They'll bring up 3rd down for Southside. They've actually got it spotted at 12, 4:37 to go here in the first half. Southside goes trip set wide side of the field, one receiver short side of the field. Gatewood takes a snap, wants to throw the ball. It's going to be a screen pass to Savoy. He gets across the 35. Boy, he'll get forward up to about the 40-yard line. We'll bring down 4th down, 4th and 5 for Southside. Southside will punt the ball. But I'm not sure, well, I know it's very dangerous right here, but we're going to punt the ball away. But they really struggle to stop Har Ber wherever they're at on the field, so you might be better off just to gamble here.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a little closer, 5 yards is pretty tough against this defense. I mean, if it was 4th and 2, I'd say, yeah, go for it. But 4th and 5, you better kick it away and at least give your defense a chance to show that it can stop them right here before halftime.
Adam Puckett, again, will stand back at his own 27-yard line. Brock Counters along with Blaze Brothers back deep for the Wildcats. Here's a kick. It's going to come down to Pounders. Will let it roll inside the 15-yard line. And it'll be right at the 15-yard line square. Har Ber will start this drive. That has been one bright spot for Southside tonight. It's been the punting. Good job. Special teams. Adam Puckett, nice punt again.
He's been doing great. Punt coverage has been great, too. Really haven't seen much of a punt return by Har Ber at all this game.
I'll start this drive on the 15-yard line. Bo, get this. Average field position for the Southside Mavericks tonight. They're on 20-yard line. Starting field position, every series has been on their own 20.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes it tough, but...
That's the advantage of having a good kicker.
Absolutely.
Be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll start this drive on their own 15-yard line. They go with a stacked slot set on the inside. Now bring a man in motion. That is Hunter Wood into the backfield. Here's a fake. Allen wants to take the ball deep. Has got an open receiver over there who can't make the play. That was number 20 Matt Thomas. The ball goes incomplete. That's a play. The defender running stride for stride has got to turn around and find that football.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give the cornerback a little credit. It looked like from the line of scrimmage he was going to be beat. The Har Ber receiver had a couple steps on him. He was able to reel him back in and kind of get in the way of the ball as it came down.
Har Ber goes trip set to the wide side of the field, on the receiver short side of the field. Allen takes a snap. It's going to be a pitch out to his running back. That's Collins. Collins is going to be hemmed in. Great job by the Maverick defense getting at the 16-yard line. Good pursuit by the Mavs, making the play defensively. Mason Gregory over there comes up from the safety slot. The play will bring up a third down, and they're going to give him extra 2 yards on the play for a third down, 13.
Yeah, great play by Mason Gregory coming in and making that stop. Came in like a torpedo right there.
Yeah, right now, Bo, you really want some small victories down 28-6. Get a hold here, get the ball back. You have a chance to get some points over before the half. You accomplish 2 things. You get a stop along with getting the ball. Allen wants to throw the ball. Throws the ball over the middle. Almost intercepted. Great job over there. That was Mason Gregory. Stepped in front. Now we've got a flag on the play. Let's see if this cannot be interference.
Not on that, unless there was something else I didn't see. He made a play on the ball.
This may be a personal foul on the south side. I'm not sure what it is, but that was not pass interference.
No, he just stepped in front of the pass. I mean, he was about to pick that off and go to the house.
They're talking about this right now, and I'm very interested to see what this call is going to be. This is a big call in the ball game for Southside. It's going to be a personal foul on the south side. Said something or did something, and oh man, they can't do that.
That's rough because you had them stopped. I mean, that was going to be a 3 and out. The first time you've really stopped them all night and give you good field position with a couple of minutes to work before halftime, able to score again, and then.
Did they hit him after the play? Was that it?
I didn't see it from up here. I didn't see anything that could have called a personal foul, but must have been something.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the call was, but nonetheless, it's going to be a call. It will be on 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crane Hyundai and Fort Smith. Experience the Crane difference at Crane Hyundai, 3600 South Zero, Fort Smith. 1st and 10 for Har Ber. They're on 31-yard line, following the personal foul penalty. Allen takes a snap. He hands it off to Kofer up the middle. Kofer gets across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. Will be about half a yard. Well, it was probably about the 40. He about 2 yards short of the first down. Brings up second down, 2nd and 2. Kofer upset on the play. I think he had one man to beat that time. He was able to get around him. And really good play by the Southside defense to get him down.
Absolutely. I think that man was Ryan Tucker, the linebacker, and good on him for squaring up and making the tackle.
Collins in the backfield for Har Ber along with the quarterback Grant Allen. Here's a handoff, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. Gets away at the 40, the 45, across midfield at the 49-yard line. It's Collins on the carry, making the play for the Southside defense. Jalen Collins. They had him. They had him in the backfield.
You cannot let that happen. I mean, he was wrapped up. I mean, he had the guy with his arms wrapped around him, and he was able to break free of the tackle. Would have been a loss of 5 and turned into a first down.
Well, I kind of think, too, that kind of goes along, too, with maybe defense kind of wearing down a bit.
Could be.
And I think that's part of it. So, again, 1st and 10 at the Southside 49-yard line for Har Ber. Here's a snap. Allen throws the ball to a wide-open receiver. That's Pounders. He's at the 30-yard line, cuts back at the 25. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And they're going to spot him out. He tried to dive in. Looked like he got in the end zone. They're going to spot him out to the 1-yard line. Again, Bo, we talk about tackling in space. We're giving too much space.
Yeah, way too much space.
Way too much space, and they're catching the ball, making one move this way or the other way, and then it's over.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Brock Pounders. I mean, this kid's quick. You give him the ball right in the middle of the field. I mean, you're not going to be able to tackle him in space like that. He's just way too quick.
First will go at the 1-yard line. Here's a handoff to Kofer. He's going to be wrapped up and going to lose yards. Good job by the Maverick defense over there. Darling back brings up 2nd and goal. Let's see where they spot the ball at. The ball will be spotted. Go back at the 1-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, they gave him forward progress there.
Well, I didn't think he got that forward. But the big play of this drive, obviously, the personal foul penalty. Again, you can't. That's a no-no. You can't do that. And that gets us Collins in the backfield with his fullback. This time Allen works at the center. Now we've got a flag on the play. Referees will talk about this. It's going to be offsides on, well, I've never seen that. Offsides on the offense. I guess they lined up offsides. So
trying to get a head start.
Well, that's a big mistake right there. So they'll move the ball back 5 yards. At the 6-yard line. So the thing is, and the thing you hate about this drive too, you you hope you can get a stop, but if you can't get a stop, you almost wish he would have scored so you could at least get the ball back and maybe do something, because they're going to run the clock.
Yeah, they're just eating the clock away right now.
Allen takes a snap, rolls right, wants to throw the football. He's got the pressure on, throws the ball to a wide open receiver. That's big old number 99. That's Alejandro Ramirez out there making the play. That was kind of like what was it, Sebastian Tretola?
Yeah,
right there. So he catches a touchdown for a 6-yard touchdown. And
they had him listed as a nose guard. I don't think any of the Maverick defenders expected him to go out for a pass right there.
But still, the big play of the drive was the pass completion. 2-pounders, 48 yards as Zumbo comes in to try the extra point. Har Ber leads 34-6, 1:13 to go here before half. Parchman on the hold for Har Ber. Your ball's down, your kick is up, and I think he may have missed this one. Let's see. No, it's just inside the left upright for the extra point. Har Ber leads 35-6. We'll be back with Har Ber kickoff after this. It's the Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
Your home for Fort Smith Southside football is Spirit 106.3, KZKZ, Greenwood, Fort Smith. Hello, radio listener. Are you enjoying the football game tonight? How would you like to be sitting in the warm, relaxing, and highly beneficial swirling waters of your own hot spring spa? A spa can be both relaxing and fun, and a great end to an exhilarating football game. So hurry into Burton Pools and Spas at 6121 South Zero to check out the great deals on pools and spas. Burton Pools and Spas. Let them show you how to get your feet wet without getting in over your head.
Back at Jim Rowland Stadium, very nice drive again by Har Ber. That was a 85-yard drive in 7 plays. Really, the big play of the drive was the personal foul, I think, and then after they got the personal foul penalty, they get a big 48-yard completion from the quarterback, Grant Allen, to Brock Pounders down to the 1-yard line, get a 5-yard penalty, and finish the drive, a 6-yard touchdown pass to defensive lineman Alejandro Ramirez. Here's the kickoff. It's going to bounce, going to be fielded by Mason Love at the 10. He's at the 15, 20, has a hold at 25. He's at the 30, 35. He's at the 40, 45. He's going to be hit, drop at the 45-yard line, making the play defensively. For Har Ber is Tevin Edward. That's a big play for Southside, though, because you got a minute 4 to go here. You've got all 3 timeouts. Let's get down and get some points.
Yeah, once again, the special teams is a bright spot. If there are any in this game, definitely it's going to be the special teams. But we talked about their kicker kicking it into the end zone every time. Didn't do it that time, and you see the result. We're able to get it out to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's the thing about high school football. We say that all the time. You usually stick somebody back there that can make a play back there. And that time, Mason Love did a good job of seeing the field, finding the hole, and getting really nice yardage. If he gets maybe past Edward, he might take it to the pass. Like last person 10 for Southside up there on the 6-yard line. They're going to trip set wide side down the man motion with Carlson Boyd. Here's a quick slant pass going to be complete. That's Love on the catch right at the 50-yard line. Fumbles the ball. And now they're going to call it an incomplete pass, which I think is kind of a break for Southside. You know, Love's done a good job on the kickoff return, but he's really struggled as far as catching the football tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that was a laser by Tay Gatewood, and there was not really any space to squeeze that ball in there, and he was able to somehow get it in there. Just a great pass by him. I think it may have had a little too much heat on it for Love.
Do you think Gatewood maybe is kind of feeling the heat just a bit out there with the pressure coming from the backside, that maybe getting rid just a tad quick?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that one that he threw earlier that kind of floated on him, he was definitely being chased on that one.
Gatewood takes a snap, wants to throw the ball. It's going to be a screen pass, set up nicely, but really a good job defensively over there. Making the play is Broughton Cook. Again, one of those two-way players for the Har Ber Wildcats. Looked like it was set up well. They had the block up. Cook really came up and kind of blew up the play right there. It's a gain of 4 for Southside. Bit surprised we're letting the clock run, Bo. It's down to 33 seconds now as Gatewood looks to the sideline. And, gee, down 35-6, man, you got to try to get some points here.
No sense of urgency right here.
None at all. Gatewood takes a snap, wants to throw the ball, steps in the pocket, throws it down the middle, wide open. That's Tyree Sullivan inside the 25-yard line, down to 20, down to the 18. We're down to 16 seconds.
Well, that's why you want to hurry to the line right there. I mean, you get something like that, something positive happen, and all of a sudden you're in scoring position, and all your time's gone.
Yeah, that Tyree Sullivan on the catch, and they will take a timeout here. With that timeout, we'll take one, too. This is Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
If you recognize that sound, you'll love what you hear next. There's a new bow pro shop available in Van Buren, Pinpoint Archery. Pinpoint Archery is where you can get your shot together. Get professional help ranging from sight string installation to refletching your favorite arrows. Find arrows, bows, and accessories, targets, free advice, indoor shooting range, and more. Visit pinpointarchery.com for additional information or stop by 604 South 4th Street in Van Buren. But hurry, because archery season starts soon.
Nolan Stadium, very nice completion there, Bo. Gatewood to Tyree Solomon. But not real good clock management by Southside, because now they've got 16.2 seconds to go. They actually probably used up about, 35 seconds on that?
Yeah, at least 30 seconds there, just kind of looking at the sideline, trying to get the play in. Finally got it in, and it was a good play. And now we're running out of time here right before half.
It's kind of like the old Houston nut there. You can't take it with you, so you got to take it. And, nonetheless, it was a nice catch that time. 37 yards, Gatewood to Solomon. It will be first down, 1st and 10 at the 17. Gatewood takes a snap, wants to throw the ball, rolls right, looks down the field, throws it towards the end zone, incomplete over there. And there wasn't a penalty, but I don't think so. I think it was just the ball, the way the ball was thrown. It was really thrown behind the intended receiver. That was Jordan Jackson at about the 4-yard line. Yeah, he got bumped a little bit, but the ball was behind. I think that's what caused it. So to be a good no call, brings up second down. Tough pass for Gatewood on the run.
Yeah, he was rolling out to his right and only had one receiver kind of running with him, and he was double covered, nowhere to go with the ball. He might could have tucked it and at least got a couple out of that, but with 16 seconds, probably a good idea to just throw it, stop the clock with the incompletion.
And now Southside's going to take a timeout, and with that timeout, we'll take 1-2. You're listening to Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to the community and their customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National Bank is still locally owned, with local decisions, so they know that their commitment continues. They're proud of the past and excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium. Southside will have second down, 2nd and 10 from the Har Ber 17-yard line. They trail this ball game 35-6, 10.9 seconds to go here before the half. Our tonight in-game sponsor is Carrington Creek. Carrington Creek is your 2017 award-winning showcase home builder by the Parade of Homes. Please stop by to see our newly designed model home. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us online at carringtoncreek.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for the latest trending designs in new home construction. Southside lines up here. They go 2 receivers to the side of the field. Now they go trip set with Savoy going out in motion. Gatewood takes a snap. Here comes the pressure. He's going to run the football inside the 10. He's inside the 5, down to 3, down towards the end zone, just short. 4.2 seconds on the clock. Southside again will take a timeout, as they'll have the ball inside the 5, the spot into 3, and with that timeout, we'll take 1-2. Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV in Alma. Football season is here, and whether you're tailgating with the Razorbacks or enjoying the great outdoors, Crabtree can help you experience the natural state. Our giant indoor showroom makes shopping enjoyable with hundreds to choose from. You're sure to find the right RV for any budget, like the 2018 KZ Sportsman 5th wheel starting at $245 a month, or the 2018 Coachman Freedom Express as low as $210 a month. We're behind the Cracker Barrel in Alma, Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium. We've got 4.2 seconds to go here before the half. Southside trails Har Ber 35-6. They will have first and goal at the 3-yard line. Nice run, 14 yards, Tay Gatewood.
It was a really good run, and we talked about that earlier. He's got really good, kind of field awareness, vision there. He saw nowhere to go with the football, so, his first instinct is to run anyway, so he pulled it down, was able to get us down inside the 5-yard line. So very good run by Gatewood.
Big momentum play here for Southside, trying to get in the end zone right before the half. Gatewood, low in the backfield, takes a snap, throws the ball. It's going to be to the corner of the end zone. It could be a flag on the play. Yeah, Gatewood tackles his man down over that intended receiver. I believe that's Tyree Solomon over there off the corner, 1.1 second. No harm, no foul if you're Eckwood, just in the fact that you probably saved a touchdown right there. So they'll make it about 1.5 yards closer, move the ball to 1.5 yard line. Bo, this is a type situation where you might want to, again, spread the field out. Maybe let Gatewood try to pick a hole, try to get the end zone. You're kind of in no man's land right here, 1.1 second. You want to get the points, but, you don't have a lot of time.
No, you don't. I mean, you got one play, so what do you want to do with it? I mean, with 4 seconds, you know what you're going to do. You throw a fade route, and then you at least come back and run the ball is probably what they're going to try to do right here.
Gatewood takes a snap. You're exactly right. Runs the ball towards the goal line. Let's see. Touchdown, Southside.
Excellent run by Gatewood. I mean, good job by the Maverick offensive line. I think everyone on the Har Ber defensive line knew what they were going to do, and he just kind of did what you said, just picked a hole. The offensive line got a great push, and he followed them right into the end zone.
A good job, too. Good plays by Gatewood. You had the 14-yard run to set up the touchdown. The pass from Gatewood to Tyree Solomon also helped, but what a great job. And that Bo down 35-12, that's momentum right there. They're going to go for the extra point here as Robles will come in to attempt the extra point. Good job of clock management, too, because Har Ber will not get the ball for the second half. Ball is down, your kick is up, and your kick is good. We're at the half. Southside trails Har Ber 35-14. Be back with halftime highlights. A little bit of everything else we can come up with after this. It's Southside Maverick Football. It's 106.3.
At Shelter Insurance, we know landlords have to keep up with their renters, even if they're related.
Mom, Dad, we just dropped by to pick up your
rent check.
I'm running a little short this month.
Not everything works as smoothly as Shelter's renter's policy. It helps cover stuff in case of fire, theft, and more.
What if I just moved back into my old room?
Oh, you mean Dad's new man cave?
Oh, man.
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley about a free insurance review. South 28 Boutique is your source for local and authentic labels such as the complete Lauren James collection, Southern Tide, and Rustic Cuff. They offer tailgating hogwear for the entire family and menswear. Join their VIP texting to earn points for savings on the labels you love. And teachers always get 10% off the total purchase price. Download the South 28 app and save 20% off any one item with free shipping. Located at 418 North Plaza Drive, Van Buren. Call or text 719-2019.
Floyd Trailer Honda at 3200 South Zero Street in Fort Smith has been serving the River Valley for decades. A quality product.
Now we should do camera one this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2017 Southside Maverick Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Henry Beaker, Lal Moen, Kirk Lynham, and Caleb Hopkins. To open this evening's halftime featuring soloist Candy Ryan on flugelhorn, here is the fanfare from E.T.
Zoom in on the
Candy Ryan. We would like to dedicate this halftime and this next number to all those victims who are suffering from the floods in Louisiana and Texas. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. To continue this evening's show Out of This World, here is Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, followed by Jupiter from the Planets. And now all you Maverick fans, off your seats and on your feet. Let's root on Maverick, 7-time state champions, 4 playoff wins in any team in Arkansas history. Off your seats and on your feet with Southside Fight. Marching band.
You should zoom in on Mr. Biggs eating his ice cream. Right there by the G. Alright. Right by the yellow shirted guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I'm so blue. I got power. I'm so blue. I got power.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Har Ber High School Silver Stars and the highly acclaimed Southside High School Southern Bells. During the month of September, the Southern Bells will be wearing a gold ribbon to support Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Together, they will perform a kick routine to an American favorite, Sweet Caroline. Welcome to the field, your Silver Stars and the Southside High School Southern Bells. The Silver Stars are led by Captain Caroline Rose, First Lieutenant Brianna Yoakum, and Junior Lieutenant Talia Martin. The Southern Bells are led by the Captain Maggie Coleman, First Lieutenant Shelby Ralston, Senior Lieutenant Stephanie Wynn, and Junior Lieutenants Caroline Beelan, Madeline Forrester, and Grace Taylor. Congratulations to the Belle of the Week, Taylor Lassiter. The Director of the Bells is Mrs. Emily Presley. The Director of the Silver Stars is Lyndon Chenal. The assistant of the Bells is Mrs. Jana Sharon, and I'm your voice of the Bells, Brandon Clemens.
Listen to the sound, are they picking up pretty good? Colton, Big Haver. I haven't seen him. He's here somewhere. He might be on the same day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field, taking pride and excellence, the Springdale Har Ber High School Wildcat Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jeremy Fairley, C.J. Morris, Chris Church, Omar Alonso, and Taylor Sangster. It is led on the field by drum majors Anthony Rivas, Aline Rojo, and Brianna Delau. Our musical presentation this year is entitled Queen. And now, here they are, taking pride and excellence, the Springdale Har Ber High School Wildcat Marching Band. And there they are, the Springdale Har Ber High School Wildcat Marching Band.
I was putting Kurt and whipping Southside's butt. Not over yet. But pretty much at this point, Southside ain't gonna make a 9 comeback.
I've seen them win with 6 seconds.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Never say never.
Yeah, true.
Smith.
Hey Maverick fans, this is your local State Farm agent Ethan Gamble, and whether it's the heart of the preseason or the heart of the postseason, teams always get a little boost from playing at home. Speaking of a boosted home, my State Farm agency can boost your savings when you combine your home insurance with your auto coverage. So score one for the home team. Talk to my team and I about big league savings for combining home and car coverage. Call me today at 479-783-2588.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to the community and their customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National Bank is still locally owned with local decisions, so they know that their commitment continues. They're proud of the past and excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith. Member FDIC.
If you recognize that sound, you'll love what you hear next. There's a new bow pro shop available in Van Buren, Pinpoint Archery. Pinpoint Archery is where you can get your shot together. Get professional help ranging from sight string installation to refletching your favorite arrows. Find arrows, bows, and accessories, targets, free advice, indoor shooting range, and more. Visit pinpointarchery.com for additional information or stop by 604 South 4th Street in Van Buren. But hurry, because archery season starts soon.
Let's see. Leaky faucet Tuesday. Water flooding the yard. Better put that down for the middle of the month when the bills aren't due.
Honey, what are you doing?
Planning our plumbing problems, of course.
You can't plan our plumbing problems, but you should plan our plumber.
What do you mean?
Like all important contacts, I keep Westark Plumbing in my phone. They're always there when we need them, and they don't overcharge since they know we don't plan our plumbing problems. Here, honey, here's their number.
646-5151. Thanks, babe.
Westark Plumbing. We keep you flowing.
A largemouth bass tearing at your bait, mallard circling above, dawn breaking through your tree stand. It's the outdoors that you love. Tackle boxes, hunting and fishing gear for what you love to do. The adventure starts at the tackle box for sportsmen just like you.
For all of your hunting and fishing needs, head to the Tackle Box, 3001 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Call the Tackle Box today at 646-3193.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium. About ready to start the second half here at Southside Trail Springdale Har Ber 35-13. The Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. And Bo, as you look at the second half, what do you want to see from this Maverick team here in the second half?
Well, you got to step up on defense, obviously. You haven't really been able to stop them yet. A couple of opportunities you had, you let it slip away. But I want to see more on offense of Tate Gatewood throwing it down the field. I think they've really got something with that. If they can get that rolling, I mean, that would be a big weapon throughout the rest of the year.
How key was it for Southside, even though they're down 35-13, to go in there and get those points there at the half?
Well, I mean, it really showed that these guys aren't invincible. I mean, we can beat them. I mean, I know you look at the scoreboard, we're down, 22 points, so that's not insurmountable. Basically 3 scores. Hate to kick it off to them right here, but, if our defense, if they're going to step up and stop them, now is the time.
Yeah, they've had several chances tonight. Again, we talk about the defense, though, Bo, but the thing is on the defense has been they had a couple of chances to get stops, didn't make the tackles when they needed to. We talked about not being in space like they need to be. You've got to close a little bit quicker. These kids are just too athletic. If you give them a little 2 or 3 yards each time, they're going to get away.
Yeah, and eventually they're going to break one. So it's what's so tough on the defense. I mean, defense is holding them, and all of a sudden they get behind you.
Robles in to kick off. Carl Robles will kick off for Southside. It's a short kick at the 21-yard line. Fielded by Tevin Eckwood. Is going to be tackled from behind. What a great job over there. Great hustle play over there for Southside, making the play. Your linebacker, Ryan Tucker, comes across the field to get down Eckwood.
And great wheels on that guy. I mean, that's where you see, you heard Coach talking about these guys maybe a little undersized, but they can move, and you saw it right there. I mean, you see plays like that on special team are great because, they really give your defense a boost right here.
Well, that gives you some life, too. Stepping up, you're right, making that play, big play for Southside. They'll spot the ball at the 21-yard line. Grant Allen, your quarterback, Clayton Cofer in the backfield. They go trip set to the wide side of the field, ball on the left hash mark. Here's a snap. Here's a quick slant pass out complete. That is Wood on the catch. He's hit, going to be tackled at the 23-yard line. Great job defensively for Southside, making the play. trying to get the number of that train wreck right there. That was number 27 over there. Bennett Waddell making the play for Southside.
That's how you make a tackle right there, Keith. You just square up and stick your nose in there.
That was a perfect form tackle. I see a little get up there on the Southside defense. I think they've got something to prove, and I think they're going to come out here, look like and ready to make some plays, hopefully for Southside. In the backfield, Logan Collins, along with the quarterback, Grant Allen. Allen takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Collins, rolls left, completes the pass out. That's Pounders at the 40-yard line, and it's a foot race to the 40, 35, cuts it back inside. It's tackled from behind inside the 25-yard line. And again, they were able to get that one-on-one matchup they liked, but a good job by Southside, at least get back making the play inside the 25-yard line. It looked like Pounders was going to take it to the house.
They really did, and you don't see anybody run him down very often. I'm trying to catch the number.
It was Har Ber that made the play for Southside.
Yeah, he looked. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. That's one of those where you chase a guy down and their foot hits you right in the sternum. Yeah. I'll tell you exactly what happened on that.
Allen, your quarterback, to go trip second wide side of the field. Here's a keeper by Allen. Now he's going to be flushed out. There's Ulrich making the play defensively inside the 20-yard line. Let's call it. Just inside the 20 brings it up. Second down, 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats from the south side. Let's go at 2nd and 9. I'll spot it by the 20-yard line.
And that was another excellent tackle in space right there by Har Ber and Ulrich. And that's one of those we've seen. Some people missed that earlier in the game, and he was able to make the tackle in space. So good job on him.
This time Har Ber goes 4 receivers split out to the wide side of the field. Here's a snap to Allen. Allen goes the other way, complete at the 15, and he's knocked down inside the 15. On the catch is Matt Thomas. And making the play for Southside is D.D. Smith, knocks him out of bounds. He'll be about, let's call it a yard short of the first down at about the 12-yard line. And Bo does a play. Let's bring everybody to one side. Let's get that matchup. We think we won that corner. Good job by D.D. Smith in making the play.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he was playing a little far off of him, able to make, because it allowed him to make that completion, but then he stepped up and made the tackle.
Here's a quick slant pass to the outside. That's Clark on the catch. He's going to get down to the 10-yard line. They got a flag on the play. This might be a big, looked like it may be a hold on the tackle on the outside, which should move him back. But that might be a big call right there because he had the first down. And again, we've seen this a lot tonight, Bo. They've got to adjust to this. Springdale Harbor does, but that's the 3rd time that a hold has been called on Springdale Harbor when actually it was away from the play.
Yeah, I mean, one thing Harbor is so good at is their receivers blocking. I mean, we've seen just on this series 3 passes out to the flats, and every time that happens, you see 2 receivers out there to block for the man.
It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 11. Let's spot the ball back to the south side 22-yard line. Allen takes a snap, wants to throw the ball, looks down the field, throws the ball over the middle, has a wide open receiver, touchdown. That's Parchman on the touchdown. Nick Parchman catches the ball, and that was the one thing that if you're Southside, you're definitely afraid of, Bo, is the fact that you had an uncovered receiver, 3rd and 11. No excuse for that.
No, I mean, that was a way too much time for Grant Allen to throw the ball. I mean, he stood up so tall in the pocket, it was just seconds were ticking away. You knew somebody was going to come open, and you had the receiver on the crossing route there, and it just looked wide open in the middle of the field.
Zumbo in for the extra point. Ball is down. Your kick is up.
Your kick is up.
And your kick is good. 9:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Southside now trails 42-13. Be back for the Har Ber kickoff after this. This is Southside Maverick Football on Spirit 106.3.
All offers with approved credit. See dealer for details. Hey, old Rockin' Randola here. Crane Hyundai on Zero Street in Fort Smith. And you know what Crane Hyundai on Zero Street has that the other dealers don't have? The Crane Commitment. That's right. 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle sold. It's 100% low price guarantee and a 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. And Hyundai Assurance. Plus, Crane Hyundai lets you shop over 1,500 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. If you're even thinking about a vehicle, you need to think Crane Hyundai Zero Street in Fort Smith.
Welcome back. We've got 9:33 to go here. Southside trails 42-13. That was a 6-play, 80-yard touchdown drive for Springdale Harbor, culminating with a 22-yard touchdown pass from Grant Allen to Nick Parchman. And, Bo, what was frustrating about that was the fact it was 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 11, and then you get the long catch and run by Brock Pounders. And, he's one of those guys. I mean, he's a special player.
Here's the kickoff. It's going to go in the end zone. It's a good 7 yards deep in the end zone. Southside will start their first drive of the second half from the 20-yard line. It's kind of been the bright spot because, again, we say, defense, Har Ber's had the ball 7 times tonight. Excuse me, let me get my math right. 6 times tonight. They've had all touchdowns.
Yeah.
Haven't stopped them yet.
6 times 7 is 42.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my math on this. And anyway, but there's also been plays where they've been close. You've had opportunities to get off the field, and they just can't do it. Again, first and 10 for Southside, throwing 20-yard line. Savoy in the backfield along with Tay Gatewood. Here's a handoff to Savoy off the right side, going to be hitting the backfield, and we've got a flag on the play. And boy, he is brutally treated over there, making the play defensively. He's Rotten Cook, one of the many two-way players for this Har Ber team. I think Har Ber, they have the numbers, Bo, but the thing is, these kids, the Cook kid, the Brothers kid, the Pounders kid, these kids are so good, you got to play them.
You don't want to take them off the field, but I mean, you're right. You look at all those white jerseys over there, and they've got a whole sideline full of players. They definitely have the population.
Yeah, the penalty, I think it was a sideline penalty. That's kind of odd how they marked it off. They marked it off to the 22-yard line. I'm not sure how they came up with the 2-yard penalty. Nonetheless, 1st and 8 for Southside, which is definitely better than 2nd and 12. Yeah. So Gatewood looks to the sideline to get the signals from the Maverick coaching staff. Again, Savoy has played all the way. Look, a bit surprised they haven't put Brendan Ulrich back there at all here in the ball game, just to kind of give him a little bit of work. Did make a good play earlier from the receiver position. Now, man in motion, that's Solomon. Solomon will go fake out, and he'll keep the ball to Gatewood, who runs into a pile up there. We'll get back to line of scrimmage, brings it up second down, 2nd and 8.
They tried to fake the sweep, and the Har Ber defense just wasn't fooled on that, and they collapsed down, and Gatewood really had nowhere to go.
Well, does it seem like, too, that maybe when they're trying to run these plays like that, they're just slow in developing everything what they're doing right now?
Well, when the defense is so fast, it looks slow developing.
Gatewood wants to throw the ball. The ball's complete. That's Jalen Jackson on the inside. Gets outside and will get across the 30-yard line. I think he's got a first down. Let's see where they're going to spot him. Excuse me, Jordan Jackson on the catch. They'll spot him at the 30, and I'm thinking, son, get across that line. You got that 1 yard to get to. And he, what I do like about these receivers that the Mavericks have is look at, especially the 2 receivers, Tyree Solomon and Jordan Jackson. These young men, they're the type of guys that they get the ball. They're scary good.
It's exciting.
Again, 1st and 10 Southside, they're on the 30-yard line. Gatewood wants to throw a pump fake, goes it deep, has a wide open man. That's Solomon at the 45, he's the 40, 35, 30. Inside the 25-yard line, and that's Tevin Eckwood. And I really think, Bo, if that hadn't been Tevin Eckwood out there, that's a touchdown for Southside. The only thing, the ball held up just a little bit, or that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good 5 yards on Eckwood, but I mean, that kid's got 4.4 speed. He's got world-class speed, so he was able to reel our receiver in. But I mean, just another great strike by Tay Gatewood. Very impressed with his arm tonight.
Now checking in the backfield now will be Brendan Ulrich, and we watched him in the scrimmage the other night. He was really a nice compliment, I thought, too, Ricardo Savoy. So you're getting a little look right there, having him back there. He'll be in the lone man in the backfield. You've got Cole Altus lined up at tight end who goes in motion now. They go with the stack set to the wide side of the field. Here's a handoff to Ulrich. Ulrich is going to be hit as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much there off the right side. Will bring up 2nd down, 2nd, and let's call it 10 points.
Yeah, you give Ulrich credit for running tough there. He was hit about 3 yards in the backfield, had to spin twice, and was just lucky to get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll bring up 2nd down as Gatewood looks to the sideline to get the signal from the coaching staff. Again, Southside goes with a stack set to the wide side of the field. That's Jackson along with Solomon out there. Mason Love splits up on the right side. Here's a snap to Gatewood. Gatewood throws the ball. He's got an open man, but underthrows him, and the ball is intercepted by Blaze Brothers. He's at the 10-yard line, 15-yard line, 20-yard line, 25. He's at the 30, has the hole, 40, 45. He's at midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. We've got a flag on the play. So Tevin Eckwood will be in the doghouse. It looked like a cheap shot over there on the sideline. It's going to call this play back, but just not a very good pass.
No, it was behind him. I mean, it was well behind him, and he's been throwing so good all game, and just a uncharacteristic mistake back there. And the receiver was trailing the defender, trailing the slant route, was just right there to catch the ball.
And there was a shot after is what happened on this. Chris Wood is going to be happy with what the score is right now. He's going to be very displeased with the penalties. That penalty was way back on the other side. Basically, more or less, I consider it more of a cheap shot. It was not necessary. They're going to call this back to a certain point. But, if you're in the film room and you're the guy that does that, then...
No, you always hate to cost your team a touchdown, but we've seen, it's a bit surprising, 3 or 4 penalties just away from the ball by the Har Ber Wildcats tonight. So there's going to be a lot to talk about for those guys in film room.
Well, that was definitely one that was unnecessary. That one happened at about the 30-yard line. And it takes away a great run. I'm not going to take anything away from Blaze Brothers because that was a heck of a return. They had him pinned in 2 or 3 times. He gets away, makes a great run, and now it comes back. In fact, they're bringing it all the way back up.
Well, he intercepted the ball about the 5-yard line, made it all the way down to about the 5-yard line for Southside, and he ran, I think, 300 yards to get there. Yeah, he was all over the field.
Yeah, the thing I saw Eckwood put a block on somebody, but it was further down the field, and it was unnecessary. It was really one that I think they could have just. You're better off not to do it. And anyway, I think you get excited, you want to make plays and stuff like that happens, but it cost them a touchdown. Nonetheless, they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Checking in the backfield, at tailback for Har Ber will be J.C. Medina, will be back there along with the quarterback Grant Allen. And I will say this about Har Ber. Har Ber looks every bit the part of the number 1 team in the state from what we've seen tonight, Bo. They are loaded at running back. They're loaded at receiver. They've got a lot of good kids out there. And the quarterback, Grant Allen, I think, from what I've seen, this kid looks like the real deal, that he can step up, and these guys have a chance to go a long ways come playoff time.
Absolutely.
Again, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 35-yard line. Here's a handoff to Medina off the left side. He crosses the 45. He's at midfield inside Southside territory down to the Southside 42-yard line. Will be another 1st down. Mo, I think you're getting to a point now where you're seeing a lot of the depth from Har Ber. Medina, he was a starter last year. I remember him playing against Southside, and he's playing now. He's fresh. You got some kids really wearing out on the other side of the line for the Southside Mavericks.
Yeah, those guys in blue, you're seeing a lot of hands on the hips over there and just struggling to get up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick pitch to Medina again, gets inside the 40, down to the 35, down to the 34-yard line.
And talk about Medina, a guy was a starter last year, and they moved the quarterback to his spot, so he gets to rest until the game's half over, and then he comes in and with fresh legs, and it's like, come on, guys.
That was Sam Wynn making the play for the Maverick defense, and it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 3 at the Southside 35-yard line. 6:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Southside trails 42-13. Again, Allen works out of the pistol formation, makes the ball to his tailback, throws the ball down the field. Good coverage over there. A little bit of bumping going on. That was good coverage. You had Pounders back there, along with another receiver, also back there for Southside. You had D.D. Smith along with Taylor Tolman. A little bit of contact, but that was incidental contact right there. Great coverage.
Oh, yeah. He made a play on the ball and just was reaching up for it. Had a chance probably to make an interception if he could have got off the ground a little bit further, but yeah, definitely incidental contact on that one.
It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats at the Southside 35-yard line. I'll go more back in the backfield. Trip set wide side of the field. Here's a keeper by Allen, and he's going to be pulled down in the backfield. I couldn't really tell him the ball that time. It was a nice fake to Emmanuel Smith, but they get Allen back to about the 39-yard line. Good defensive play for Southside. If you're Har Ber, obviously, I think 42-13, they'd like to get another score here. This thing would actually go into the mercy rule if they get one more score, so they'll go for it. 4th down, 4th and 7. And Southside's going to take a timeout. With that timeout, we'll take one, too. This is Southside Maverick Football on Spirit 106.3.
South 28 Boutique is your source for local and authentic labels such as the complete Lauren James collection, Southern Tide, and Rustic Cuff. They offer tailgating hogwear for the entire family and menswear. Join their VIP texting to earn points for savings on the labels you love. And teachers always get 10% off the total purchase price. Download the South 28 app and save 20% off any one item with free shipping. Located at 418 North Plaza Drive, Van Buren. Call or text 719-2019.
Hal's Homemade Beef Jerky is known around the country for their fresh and delicious homemade beef jerky. For over 25 years, Hal's Homemade Beef Jerky has been offering a variety of spices and flavors to dress your beef jerky to fit your taste buds and is the perfect choice for homemade food lovers. Stop by their store in Shady Point, Oklahoma and get a free $5 bag when you spend $20 or order online at halshomemadejerky.com. Call 918-635-5759. Now accepting EBT.
Welcome back. They're going to try a field goal here. This is interesting, Bo. This will be a 56-yard field goal. I like this, though. It's a zoom, Bo. Try and miss. I mean, this is something you might need later on the season, and he's going to give her a shot here. Parchment on the hold at the 46-yard line. Here's your snap. Your ball is down. Your kick is up. It's going to be off the goalpost. Just missed it.
At the crossbar, throw down. That was a heck of a kick.
And here's the good thing about this for them. I mean, a good thing for them, not for us, but the ball actually goes to the 20-yard line. So basically, that's just like a punt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's, like you say, it's something they may need later on. I mean, that's a very long field goal, but he just showed he's got the leg to do it. So you never know, he might get the next one when they need it.
Yeah, what makes that go to the 20-yard line, because I always wondered about this rule as the ball went in the end zone, because I always thought, man, if I'm stuck on my own 2-yard line, I'll just punt it and they'll get it over the 20, but it doesn't work that way. Right. So, but that was a nice kick. Again, first and 10 for Southside, and your defense stepped up that time. Bo did a good job getting off the field. Small victories when you're down 42-13. Here's a handoff to Savoy off the right side. Hits a hole, gets up to the 25-yard line. Nice form tackle over there. Gets away from him and will get up to the 27-yard line. And pretty good action right there, Bo. That was Jay Strickland making the play for the Har Ber defense from the safety spot, but a good job by Ricardo Savoy breaking the tackle, getting about 4 yardage.
Yeah, he's still running very tough.
Second down, 2nd and 3. Here goes Savoy again. Savoy's going to have a first down across the 30-yard line. What he's doing good the last 2 plays is the fact that he is running in traffic.
Absolutely. He keeps those feet moving, keeps that head up, eyes downfield, looking for any hole he can find. And I like the play call. You just get 2 runs right in a row, straight up the middle. Don't try to outrun these guys. You're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, you're working that clock and you're keeping your defense off the field. Again, 1st and 10 Southside, they're on 33-yard line. Altus in motion. Here's a quick slant pass going to be complete. That's on the catch is Jordan Jackson. And Jackson really, he's brought down over making the play defensively is Matt Serto, but he's one step away maybe from making that a big play. That's, as we talked about earlier, I like these receivers. I like what I'm seeing. The one guy I haven't seen out there tonight, Bo, and I don't know what's going on, but we haven't seen Dylan White playing tonight.
No, we haven't really seen him. We haven't seen Mason Love either playing or really getting in on the action.
Well, Mason's really kind of struggled. He had a nice kickoff return, but he's really kind of struggled as far as catching the football. It looks like these other 2 may be the go-to guys at some point. Here's a snap, and Gatewood throws the ball deep, and it's going to be a good job of coverage over there. They're using the sideline. Serto, again, is on the coverage. No room, really, to get the ball down there. Maybe got rid of it just a bit quick.
He really did. That was one of those you wish maybe you had a kind of a comeback route on. The defender, he was just running, and he kind of did, what we do sometimes and didn't turn and make a play on the ball. If we'd have thrown it a little shorter, I think our receiver would have had a chance to make a big play right there.
Again, 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Mavericks. The ball spotted their own 41-yard line. Just past the 41-yard line, they'll go 2 receivers, wide side of the field. 1 receiver, that's Jackson on the short side of the field. Altus working the backfield. Here's a snap. Here's a keeper by Gatewood. He's at the 45. He's at midfield. He's inside Har Ber territory down to the 46-yard line. And as I'm watching that play develop, Bo, I love that call. I love it. You faked it out the one way. You draw the defense, and I don't think there was much there. He reads the play, gets the first down.
Yeah, I mean, he made 1 cut right in the hole and was able to spring himself, get free over here. And then you mentioned Jordan Jackson, how good he's catching. He made a really good block here on the near side of the field as well.
Here's a quick slant pass out over to the sideline pass. That's to Jackson. He gets it over there, gets a block off there by Tyree Solomon. Gets down to about the 41-yard line. I'm really getting excited. I mean, look at the score right now. It's not good for Southside, but I do see some positives coming out of this ball game, especially on the offensive side right now. Again, it'll be second down, 2nd and 5. Another quick pass, and that's to Jackson. Jackson makes the first guy miss, and then, boy, he is brought down hard, making a nice form tackle. That's Trevor Alderson on the play. For Springdale Har Ber will bring up third down, and let's call it 6 for the Mavericks.
That was a big hit there by Trevor Alderson. That hurt me up here in the booth, Keith.
Yeah, now checking in the ball game, Dylan White will check in the ball game for the Mavericks. He'll split out to the wide side of the field as Southside looks for sidelines to get the signals. White was the guy last year that we really thought was going to break out at some point. He made a couple of big plays, but it just didn't seem like there was the consistency that you would like to have for your receiver. They go trip set wide side of the field. Gatewood looks that way, still has an open man, throws the ball, and it's going to be complete at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Southside.
What a great catch, jumping in traffic is Tyree Solomon.
Tyree Solomon on the touchdown catch for Southside. I like what I'm seeing here. We can build on this. We get that defense doing some different things. This team's got a chance to get better each week.
Absolutely, and what a pass by Tate Gatewood, just right over the outstretched arms of the defender, right into the hands of his receiver in stride. Great throw and catch right there.
42-yard touchdown catch for Southside. They'll go for 2 points here. Now they will come in. They'll actually bring in Connor Robles to try the extra point. You try that once or twice in a game, but after that, usually it goes away. Cabot now leading Pine Bluff 13-12. Springdale 19-17 over Conway. Central putting it on Heritage 36-6. And the extra points up. It's good. Got 2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Southside now trails 42-20. Back to the Maverick kickoff after this. This is Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV in Alma. Football season is here, and whether you're tailgating with the Razorbacks or enjoying the great outdoors, Crabtree can help you experience the natural state. Our giant indoor showroom makes shopping enjoyable with hundreds to choose from. You're sure to find the right RV for any budget. Like the 2018 KZ Sportsman fifth wheel starting at $245 a month, or the 2018 Coachman Freedom Express as low as $210 a month. We're behind the Cracker Barrel in Alma, Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Let's see. Leaky faucet Tuesday. Water flooding the yard. Better put that down for the middle of the month when the bills aren't due.
Honey, what are you doing?
Planning our plumbing problems, of course.
You can't plan our plumbing problems, but you should plan our plumber.
What do you mean?
Like all important contacts, I keep Westart Plumbing in my phone. They're always there when we need them, and they don't overcharge since they know we don't plan our plumbing problems. Here, honey, here's their number.
646-5151. Thanks, babe.
Westart Plumbing. We keep you flowing.
Robles will kick off for the Mavericks. That was a 6-play 80-yard drive for the Mavericks, culminating with a 42-yard touchdown pass from Ted Gatewood to Tyree Solomon. And, boy, that was a nice drive, and that was the first time that we got a hold, and then we got a score. 3 more are back in the game. Here's the kickoff. Eckwood takes it at the 21-yard line. He crosses the 25. Will be hit across the 35-yard line up to about the 37-yard line. See who gets off the ball. It looks like that is number 46 for the Mavericks, making the play. Alex Osborne makes the play for Southside. Another one we haven't seen tonight, Bo, and of course we're just kind of going by what we saw in the scrimmage. We really haven't seen much of Tarek Excotton tonight.
No, he was a guy, we thought we would see him on the field a little more, but, they do have some pretty good linebackers over there, and they got a good rotation. You heard Coach talking about that in the pregame, so we might get to see him at some point in the season.
Again, 1st and 10 for Springdale Har Ber. They'll start this drive with their own 38-yard line. Allen calls out signals, has one back-to-back there. That's Medina. Now they go strong left this time. Here's a handoff to Medina off the left side. Going to be hit, dropped at the 41-yard line. Pretty good pursuit on the Maverick defense. Leading the charge for the Mavericks that time was Ryan Tucker, along with your middle backer, Cameron Belcher. Brings up second and 8 for the Wildcats. Bo, stranger things have happened down 22 here in the third quarter. You get a turnover. We haven't had a turnover tonight.
No, turnover would be nice right now. Absolutely. I mean, like you mentioned, just 3 scores down, so definitely not insurmountable, not even to the fourth quarter yet.
We got a whistle on the plate. It's going to be a timeout. With that timeout, we go to Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
Your home for Fort Smith Southside football is Spirit 106.3, KZKZ, Greenwood, Fort Smith.
Get excited about the most important meal of the day at the Egg and I restaurant. The Egg and I serves up delicious, fresh, cooked-to-order breakfast, brunch, and lunch entrees, all in a friendly, clean atmosphere. You'll love their healthy choices and fresh juices so much you'll want to sign up for the Egg Club loyalty card to earn free meals and coupons, or plan your next meeting in their meeting room. So now that you're egg-cited, make plans to visit the Egg and I restaurant at 3801 Planters Road. Call 242-3447. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
South 28 Boutique is your source for local and authentic labels such as the complete Lauren James collection, Southern Tide, and Rustic Cuff. They offer tailgating hogwear for the entire family and menswear. Join their VIP texting to earn points for savings on the labels you love. And teachers always get 10% off the total purchase price. Download the South 28 app and save 20% off any one item with free shipping. Located at 418 North Plaza Drive, Van Buren. Call or text 719-2019.
As we get back to action, Allen goes back to pass the football. He gets away from the containment. We'll get a first down at the south side 44-yard line. And, well, I could see that coming. They did a very good job of sending everybody down the field. You got your back 7 back in the secondary. Allen just tucks the ball away. They seal the inside. He gets outside.
Yeah, I mean, it was just academic.
Again, 1st and 10 at the, actually spot the ball at the south side 48-yard line. Grant Allen calls out signals, has Medina in the backfield. 2 receivers just out of the field. Allen wants to throw the ball, throws the ball. It's going to be tipped and goes incomplete. That was intended over there for Nick Parchment. He's not able to catch the ball, but give credit to somebody got their hand up there to the misdirection of the ball.
Yeah, you actually had the outside linebacker coming on the blitz there, and he was able to get his hand up, and it was a good thing because the pass was going right into the open space where he left off from. So good play there by him. I think that's probably Cameron Belcher who made that play.
Now, second in the lineup for Southside at linebacker, Jonathan Gonzalez, 170-pound junior linebacker. We'll check in for Southside. I believe he's in there made for, looks like for Sam Wynn. Again, second down, 2nd and 10 for Har Ber. I'm still waiting on that turnover. 1:56 to go here in the third quarter. Allen looks to throw the ball. Still looks, has all day. Now he feels the pressure, gets away. He's at the 45, at the 40-yard line, inside the 40. We'll have a first down at the Southside 37-yard line. And he had all day to throw the ball. Good job of coverage by the secondary, but at some point it breaks down. He does a good job of running the football.
Yeah, I mean, he just got way too much time down there, and eventually, the pursuit is not there, so he's able to scramble for a first down.
Har Ber comes this time. They'll have in the backfield, they check in Emmanuel Smith. Allen wants to throw, has a wide open. Brock Pounders over the middle at the 20-yard line. He's at the 15. Will fall forward down to the 11-yard line. Brock Pounders is definitely a two-way weapon.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been all over the field and one for the receivers this game.
As we talked about, they got several. Brock and Cook again. Blaze brothers. We've seen all them make plays out there, and they seem to play both ways. So, but like we talked about, these kids, it's not that they don't have the numbers. It's just that you have these kids have to play both ways because they're that good. Again, they go with 4 receivers split wide side of the field. Allen wants to throw the ball, looks the other way, throws the ball to the corner of the end zone, touchdown.
And again, you just have way too much time to throw.
Yeah, it's Matt Thomas on the touchdown for Springdale Har Ber. You're right, he just had the time. And what they're doing, and they've done this several times tonight, Bo, they show that 4 receiver set. You have the lone man out there. They're getting the coverage they want out there. And again, they hit that one for a touchdown for Matt Thomas. They'll attempt the extra point here as they now lead Southside 48-20. Jesus Zumbo will attempt the extra point. Southside jumped off sides and flagged before the snap. That's one way to kind of get a head start there off the corner. They get offside maybe to get the block, but they'll move the ball up just a little bit. And I think, it's a situation here. Chris Wood, he's bringing some guys in. I think they may go for 2 here. Yeah. Well, no, I was looking at the guy coming in, number 2. Thought he had maybe a kicking tee, but that's gloves he's got. And now, I'm not sure they know what they want to do. Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here. They bring their fullback in. That's William Till. Medina at tailback. And now we've got a flag on the play, and I think it's going to move back 5 yards as they weren't quite ready to do what they wanted to do. So
the left hand did not know what the right hand was doing on that.
Yeah, something like that. And then move it back 5 yards. And, they may go ahead and go for 2. I don't really know the point to it because you're not at a point to where you got any mercy rule by any means, but they're keeping them out there. So this time, Allen will work under center. He'll have Medina dot the I along with Teal at fullback. And here's a handoff to Medina. Medina cuts it back outside now. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 3-yard line. Good job by the Maverick defense. So they're on the 2-point conversion. 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. Southside Trails 48-20. Be back with the Wildcat kickoff after this. The Southside Maverick Football Spirit 106.3.
Floyd Trailer Honda at 3200 South Zero Street in Fort Smith has been serving the River Valley for decades. A quality product and a commitment to customer service is what keeps people coming back. And Floyd Trailer Honda is a proud supporter of Fort Smith Southside Athletics. Stop in today and see the new Hondas arriving daily at Floyd Trailer Honda, 3200 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Visit them online at trailerhonda.net.
Tonight's Southside Maverick football game is being brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. Enjoy mouth-watering fajitas with all the fixins for just $7.99. La Huerta Grill's lunch specials are perfect if you're in a hurry. Only $3.99 for the Speedy Gonzales. Open Saturday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Fridays, 11 to 10. La Huerta Grill, located on the corner of Old Greenwood Road and South Gary. A proud sponsor of Southside Maverick Football.
That was a 6-play, 72-yard drive for Har Ber, culminating with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Grant Allen to his receiver, Pat Thomas. The go for 2 was no good. Southside now trails 48-20 to get the ball back as Zumbo has kicked the ball off again for Har Ber. Every kick except for one has been out of the end zone. So here's his kick. It's a good high kick, and it's going to go back into the end zone again. They'll watch it about. He's getting tired. That was only 5 yards.
Yeah. So it's been 7 or 8 yards. That one hit the middle of the sea. So
it's a weapon. That's a weapon. We saw that last year with Gutierrez for Southside. It's a weapon to have. But you get that, and it makes a difference. It's the little things that you see that you don't sometimes appreciate, and it makes a difference. Further you got to go, there's opportunity. You got to get the first downs. You can turn the ball over. So the further you have to go, the better chance you have to stop it.
Oh yeah, it's not something really it's kept up with. It's kept up with by the coaches for sure, but you're not gonna see it on too many stat sheets like rushing and passing. But it's definitely a weapon.
Gatewood will work pistol formation, takes a snap, hands it off to Savoy. Savoy cuts it back inside, gets back up to the line of scrimmage. Really did a pretty good job of just getting back to the line of scrimmage. They were able to get penetration off the left side. Force Savoy back into the middle of the field, gets back to the line, makes it second down, 2nd and 10 for Southside. Greenwood leading Northside 34-zip. I'll tell you, people tell me Greenwood has really got going this year. They've got some receivers, and you know about the quarterback Connor Nolan, Arkansas Razorback commit, and he's got some receivers. A kid named Barlow, 6'3", is a matchup nightmare. They get second down, 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. Here's a snap to Gatewood. He keeps it off the left side. Has an opening there, now cuts it back inside. Will get it up there off the 29-yard line. Really good running by Gatewood. That was Chops Sanders. AKA Cobius Sanders goes by Chops, makes the play. That was a good job by Gatewood. He got outside, took what he could get, worked his way up 9-yard gain.
Yeah, you really saw some nimble feet right there, and that was that replay again. He faked the inside handoff, pulled the ball, made a man miss over here on this near side and was able to get about 9 yards on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter. At the end of three quarters, Southside trails 48-20. Be back at the start of the fourth quarter after this. This is Southside Maverick Football. It's Spread 106.3.
River Valley Truck Outfitters has served Western Arkansas and the River Valley area with a commitment to quality and excellence unmatched in the truck accessories industry. Whether you need step bars, grill guards, diesel performance products, camper shells, or wheels and tires, shop at the store you can depend on. River Valley Truck Outfitters, Highway 71 south atop Rye Hill in Fort Smith. River Valley Truck Outfitters, where quality and customer service is always number one.
Hey Maverick fans, this is Ethan Gamble, your local State Farm agent. Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why at my State Farm agency, my team and I are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me at 479-783-2588 today.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll be third down, 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks at their own 29-yard line. They trail 48-20 here as we start the fourth quarter. As the fourth quarter begins, there was one back to the Savoy. Now they bring Altus in motion. Two receivers split wide side of the field. Here's look like an option now. Gatewood turns and goes the other way. We'll get the first down, cuts it back inside. And that was a nice play, Bo. They looked like it was set to be an option. And Savoy looked like he got maybe just a bit ahead of the play. So Gatewood, all he could do is turn and go the other way, fixing the first down for Southside.
Yeah, I mean, Har Ber read it really well, actually, in good position. And so Gatewood just kind of reversed field and caught him out of position, was able to make the first down.
First and 10 for Southside at their own 37-yard line, 11:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, Southside trails 48-20. Gatewood calls out signals, takes a snap, looks down the field, now rolls right, still looking, and is going to have to run with the football. Will get maybe 1 yard. Good coverage in the secondary by Har Ber, not much to do. A good job by Gatewood, really just basically get what you can get within 1 yard.
Yeah, it was a good job by the offensive line. He had plenty of time to throw, and it was kind of weird the way he looked over here to the sideline. It looked as if he had expected a receiver to be out here in the flats on the near side of the ball, and his receiver had run a go route, and he was long gone. So I'm not sure if there wasn't a bit of miscommunication right there.
They'll bring up second down, second. They give him 2 yards on the play. Be second down, 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks. Savoy, the backfield along with Cole Altus. Now Altus goes left to right. Strong right side. Here's handoff to Savoy, who's hitting the backfield. Keeps those legs driving forward. Get up to maybe the 42-yard line. We'll bring up third down, 3rd, and let's call it about 6 for Southside.
Yeah, just not a lot of running room in the interior of that line on that play.
You know, Savoy, though, has done a good job as far as getting one of you. Yeah, you're right. There hasn't been a lot there, but I mean, give credit to the defense where credit's due. But Savoy running hard every play. It'll be third down, and they've got 5 on the scoreboard. I think it's more like 6 for Southside. Ball back to the backfield. That's Savoy now, man in motion. That's Mason Love. Here's a snap to Gatewood. Gatewood looks that way. He's got an open receiver. That's Savoy inside Har Ber territory at the 40-yard line, down the 39-yard line. He's tackled over there by Miller Herndon at the 39-yard line. That's a play that just that kind of wheel route out there to play all night for the Mavericks.
Absolutely, and that was another one. I think if the ball had a little more zip on it, he kind of floated it. That particular pass pattern, you do have to float it a bit, but I think if he'd have got it out there a little quicker, Savoy might have caught it in stride and even picked up more yards.
Again, 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at the Har Ber 39-yard line. As Gatewood looks to the sideline to get signals, 9 seconds on the play clock. Gatewood sets his team. 2 receivers split wide side of the field. Altus goes in motion right to left. Here's a snap handoff to, that's Ulrich in the game. Brendan Ulrich carries the ball down to the 35-yard line.
Down to the 35-yard
line. Make it second down, 2nd and 6. You know, we've got an injured player out there for the Mavericks. Hopefully that's, let's see, I think that's, you want to get the number, that is number 87 for Southside. That's Cole Altus. It looks like it may be a cramp. Let's hope it is.
I don't think it's serious. It looked like he was just trying to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, he jogs off the field now as Southside sets the play up. They'll go with two receivers either side of the field, one back in the backfield, that's Savoy. As Har Ber comes up here for press coverage, Gatewood takes a snap, wants to throw the ball, has time to throw the ball, and it's going to be complete on a diving catch made by Dylan White at the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play. We'll bring up third down, 3rd and 4, and I'd like to see White, we talked about him getting that more consistency. The one thing that we missed last year, really, we didn't have a go-to receiver. We didn't have that one guy that you say, hey, I know he's going to catch the football, he's going to make a play. And I think someone's going to step up and do that. And it may be someone like a Mason Love, a Dylan White. Then you've got your 2 big play receivers and Solomon, who can make a play along with Jordan Jackson. So the parts are there to make it happen. Again, 3rd down, 3rd and 3, and we've got a whistle. Southside's going to take a timeout, but that timeout will take one too. This is Southside Maverick Football, Spirit 106.3.
All offers with approved credit. See dealer for details. Hey, old Rocket Randola here. Crane Hyundai on Zero Street in Fort Smith. And you know what Crane Hyundai on Zero Street has that the other dealers don't have? The Crane Commitment. That's right. 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle sold. It's 100% low price guarantee and 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. And Hyundai Assurance. Plus, Crane Hyundai lets you shop over 1,500 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. If you're even thinking about a vehicle, you need to think Crane Hyundai Zero Street in Fort Smith.
Being the family superhero is a tireless job, constantly defending against monsters in the closet and grass so tall it swallows small children. But who's there for them if you're not? Your local Shelter Insurance agent. With an insurance superhero sidekick, you can find a life insurance plan that helps provide a safety net for your family. Learn more at shelterinsurance.com. Wear your shield. Wear your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For details, see Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Har Ber 33-yard line, 8:33 going here against Southside Trails 48-20. Big series here for the Mavs to get some more points on the board. Went back to the backfield, that's Brendan Ulrich. Ulrich will fake handoff. Gatewood keeps the ball, gets inside the 30. Should have enough for a Maverick first down. Bo, I like that. That is one play. You talk about things that Gatewood can do well. I think that is one play that can be a serious weapon for Mavericks this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, him and Belcher have been hooking up on that. It seems like they've ran it to Belcher versus Savoy a couple times more. And, yeah, I mean, they're really good on that handoff. They lean over and cover the ball. It's really hard for the defense to tell where it's going.
It'll be 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball at the 29-yard line. Again, Ulrich in the backfield as they work from this time a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Gatewood wants to throw, has an open receiver, going to be caught right at the 20-yard line. A good catch over there. That's Tyree Solomon making the catch for the Mavericks. And Bo, good job of going to your knees and getting your hands on the ball.
Absolutely. You got to go down and get it. We can't really say enough good things about these receivers, Keith. I mean, they're really impressing me tonight.
They played well. As Gatewood looks to the sidelines to get the signals. Again, it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 1 for the Mavericks. Brennan Ulrich in the backfield for Southside. They'll go stack set to the wide side of the field. That's Mason Love along with Tyree Solomon. Here's a snap to Gatewood. Gatewood fakes the handoff, wants to throw over the middle, complete inside the 5. Touchdown Southside. Tyree Solomon on the touchdown.
Tyree Solomon has come up big. Last couple of series, made a man miss. As soon as he caught the ball, he got hit, able to hang on to it and fight off the defender and work his way into the end zone.
Yeah, that's another touchdown for Tyrese. He had a 47-yard touchdown catch earlier in the ball game, earlier in the 3rd quarter. At Southside now trails 48-26. They will go with the unlined formation with 2 backs in the backfield. That's Ulrich, and they'll go forward. They go for 2 here. That's Gatewood on 2-point conversion. He's in the end zone for 2 points. We've got 7:25 to go here. Southside now trails 48-28. You back with the Maverick kickoff after this. It's the Southside Maverick Football on Spirit 106.3.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to the community and their customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National Bank is still locally owned with local decisions, so they know that their commitment continues. They're proud of the past and excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith. Member FDIC.
The office of Dr. Henry J. Udodge Jr. and Dr. Henry J. Udodge III at Udodge Orthodontics has been a respected provider in our orthodontic care community since 1972. The top priority of their practice is to provide you the highest quality orthodontic care in a fun, friendly, comfortable environment. They utilize the latest technological advances in the field of orthodontics to ensure that you receive the most effective care possible. Udodge Orthodontics, 782-3021. Go Mavericks!
Welcome back. That was a 9-play, 80-yard drive for the Mavericks, culminating with a 21-yard touchdown pass from Tay Gatewood to Tyree Solomon. Bo, who has really stepped it up here, and it looks like he's going to be a factor for the Mavericks this year.
And you were just saying we needed a go-to receiver, and it seems like he may be angling for that position.
Har Ber expecting an onside kick, have 10 guys within 10 yards of the football. Here's the kick by Robles. It's a short kick over the line. It'll be fielded by Eckwood at the 17-yard line. Eckwood has an opening there. He gets to the 30-yard line. He pulls down at about the 35. We've got another flag on the play, maybe a block in the back on Har Ber.
Eckwood knocked out at the 36-yard line.
I like that better than an onside kick. I think Robles may have got just a tad too much of it, but the thing is, I've seen them do that to where I've seen a Southside guy run down there and actually catch it.
Yeah, if you've got the speedsters, they can make it down there.
If you think about it, that's really tough on that lone man back there to make that play. He's got a lot of field to cover.
He's got a lot of field to cover, and you've got everybody else up there on the line expecting that onside kick. It's really hard to recover an onside kick if they're expecting it.
Plus that onside kick, it's going to move it back. You're not really, kind of no harm, no foul. If you don't get it and you make the tackle, the ball's actually going to go back at about Har Ber 26-yard line. So you really didn't lose any field position on it either, even though it was really a pretty good try. Again, Grant Allen is your quarterback for the Har Ber Wildcats. Josie Medina is the running back for Har Ber, will be lined up just to the left of Allen. They go trip set with the stack set on the right side of the field, which is the wide side. Now they bring a man in motion. That's Wood. Allen calls out signals, takes the snap. He hands it off to Medina. Medina crosses the 30-yard line, bulls his way up to about the 34-yard line before he's pulled down on there by a whole host of Southside Maverick defenders led by Heber and Ulrich on the tackle.
And that's one of those situations, Keith, where you had a defense that's been on the field for a long time and a running back just coming into the game with fresh legs.
Gain of 8, second down.
Second and 2. Still waiting on that big turnover, down by 26:48 to go here in the ball game. Yeah, the big turnover really was the Gatewood interception. That was a 14-point swing. Should be a penalty on Har Ber as they left the line of scrimmage early. That was their inside slot receiver. That was Peyton Kofer. Peyton Kofer, big first quarter, really haven't heard much out of him since.
Well, I mean, he's fast enough. He doesn't need a head start. I don't know why he was taking off with the ball that snapped right there.
That one was kind of obvious on that one. He's got about 1 or 2 yard step, and even my bad eyes see that sometimes. I could call that one. So they'll bring up second down, 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Northside has scored. They're now down 34-7. They really defensively kind of slowed. Looks like they slowed Greenwood down a bit.
You mentioned Kofer. We hadn't seen him a whole lot. I mean, he's been quietly efficient, but they have so many weapons. I mean, we've talked about Blaze Brothers. We've talked about Brock Pounders. It's like, pick your poison with these guys.
Here's a snap to Allen. Allen wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws the ball deep down the field. It's intercepted. Intercepted by the Mavericks on the interception towards Southside. Is Mason Gregory. Not a very good decision by Allen. Threw it in triple coverage. Mason Gregory back there, like your center fielder, reaches up, makes a nice interception.
And there's the big turnover you're talking about. So let's see what we can do on offense. Need a quick strike right here.
Bo, I'm going to say this. You're down 48-28, 6:13 to go here. I like the effort.
Oh, absolutely.
I like the effort that the Mavericks are putting out here. I think they're a vet outmanned right now. You're talking about number 1 ranked team in the state.
Yeah, but there's no quitting these guys.
A lot of experience. The offense has played really well tonight. Your defense here in the second half has got a couple of stops, and now they've got a chance to get some more points here. 1st and 10th, they're on 48-yard line. Here's a snap. Gatewood wants to throw. He's looking to throw. And is going to throw complete to Ricardo Savoy. Gets inside the 45-yard line. Is tackled about 4 yards out of bounds. Nick Kusher will be close to a first down, maybe about half a yard short. But That pass looked kind of dangerous.
I'm not sure what was going on there. It looked like he was throwing to two Har Ber defenders, and all of a sudden Ricardo Savoy just popped out of the middle in between them.
Yeah, he looked away. It looked like he was wanting to go the other way, and I guess that was just a setup. But Har Ber had that play read good, and good job by Southside to get the completion and get some nice yardage. Again, second and one as Altus goes in motion. Here's a snap to Gatewood. Gatewood wants to throw, throws the ball over the middle, complete. That's Solomon inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. And Kevin Nickelwood makes the play. But again, Tyrese Solomon don't have stats here, Bo, but I think he's got to be close to 100 yards tonight.
He's got to be at least with a pair of touchdowns. I mean, that little slant in the middle is it's been there really all night.
Be first and 10 for Southside at the 27-yard line. Another good drive starting here. They start this drive on their own 48-yard line, following the Mason Gregory interception. Gatewood takes a snap. Here's a handoff to the right side to Savoy. Cuts it back inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. And we've got a flag on the play. They threw it at the feet of Mason Love, but I'm not sure who Mason was holding on the play because nobody was there.
No, and I think one of your offensive linemen kind of fell down in the hole, forcing Savoy to jump over him.
It's actually going to be a hold on Har Ber on a running play.
Okay, we'll take that.
That was just interesting because I really couldn't tell what the penalty was because I saw Mason Love standing there at about the 20-yard line, nobody there, and then a flag at his feet, and I'm thinking, I don't know what it is. So anyway, a 10-yard penalty will be another first down for the Mavericks. They'll spot the ball at the Har Ber 14-yard line. 5:34 to go here. Southside Trust 48-28, but a game effort by the Mavericks tonight.
Absolutely.
It'll be first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Southside goes two receivers split to the wide side of the field. That's Jordan Jackson along with Tyrese Solomon, who will work from the slot position this time. Mason Love lined up one-on-one on the short side of the field. Gatewood wants to throw the ball, throws an inside slant complete to Solomon. Solomon works hard down to the 10-yard line. You had Alondro Ramirez had him down, but he's able to kind of wiggle away from him and get some positive yardage down. That's probably just inside the 10-yard line. We'll bring up second and 6 for the Mavericks.
He had a little tunnel screen set up on that one and didn't quite get the blockers out in front of him, but the timing between the quarterback and receiver was spot on that.
What was nice about the play to me, too, was Solomon, he bobbled the ball, but had the presence of mind to still hang on to the football and get positive yardage. And then with the stack formation this time, he's stacked along with Mason Love. Now they bring a man motion, that's Cole Altus. A roll out that way to the right by Gatewood, throws the ball towards the end zone, overthrows his receiver. Would have had to bend just almost a touch pass to get the touchdown. The intended receiver there was Mason Love in the right corner of the end zone. Will bring up third down, 3rd and 6 for the Mavericks. He did all he could do, and that's those plays that you always worry about sometimes on the road, though, that sometimes when you're moving that way, you may underthrow it.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I will say about Gatewood is when he does miss, normally, except for when we see him throw behind the receiver earlier, normally he misses over the guy's head, and that's usually good because it doesn't give the the defenders a chance to catch it either, but he had his man open on that one.
Yeah, you leave it short, it's 9-T. Third down, 3rd and 6. Gatewood throws the ball to the corner of the end zone, incomplete, and he is knocked down. That's the deal, and we're going to have a flag on the play. Dylan Wyatt, he's going to work that one. It's going to be pass interference on Har Ber inside the 5-yard line. They'll move the ball on the 10-yard line. Should be first and goal for the Mavericks to the 5.
Well, Wyatt's got an excellent case there because he was trying to get free of his man, and the guy was just hanging on to him with both hands. So, good call there by the officials.
Yeah, that's the kind of the one you're always saying, who, me?
Yeah.
There'll be a automatic first down for the Mavericks. The ball should be spotted at the 5-yard line. I'll say it's a first down. Let's see if that's a call. No?
First down.
They still got it 3rd and about half a yard. I thought it was automatic first down.
First down.
No, it should be automatic first down. But who am I to referee? Again, it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks. They look to the sideline to get signals. They have 2 receivers split each side of the field, one back in the backfield. That's Savoy. Now they bring Savoy to the right side. And Southside's going to take a timeout. With that timeout, we'll take one too. It's the Southside Maverick Football on Spirit 106.3.
Hello, radio listener. Are you enjoying the football game tonight? How would you like to be sitting in the warm, relaxing, and highly beneficial swirling waters of your own hot spring spa? A spa can be both relaxing and fun, and a great end to an exhilarating football game. So hurry into Burton Pools and Spas at 6121 South Zero to check out the great deals on pools and spas. Burton Pools and Spas. Let them show you how to get your feet wet without getting in over your head.
Get excited about the most important meal of the day at the Egg and I restaurant. The Egg and I serves up delicious, fresh, cooked-to-order breakfast, brunch, and lunch entrees, all in a friendly, clean atmosphere. You'll love their healthy choices and fresh juices so much you'll want to sign up for the Egg Club loyalty card to earn free meals and coupons, or plan your next meeting in their meeting room. So now that you're egg-cited, make plans to visit the Egg and I restaurant at 3801 Planters Road. Call 242-3447. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Second was lines up the offense, works pistol formation, one back to back, lets the boy now man in motion. Here's the snap, a roll out to the right, here's the pass, touchdown Southside! And we've got a late flag, that's going to be Mason Love on the touchdown for Southside, and kind of a late hit by Har Ber on the play.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he clearly caught the ball, took a couple steps in the end zone, all of a sudden just kind of creamed in the back there. That's unnecessary in my opinion.
Yeah, there's been several, that's the thing I will say about Har Ber, there's been several unnecessary penalties they've gotten tonight that I think that I know Chris Wood's not going to be happy about.
No, absolutely not. I mean, because they're not effort penalties. I mean, they're just guys making boneheaded mistakes.
It's boneheaded mistakes, but it's also cheap shots.
Right.
I'm not going to go that far. I think, it's just hard-nosed football, but yeah, that was one that, yeah, he was 2 yards in the end zone with the football. And I don't know what the officials, I guess they're going to talk, yeah, we'll take it on the kickoff, guys. I guess you get the choice on that, which, yeah, you definitely want to take that on the kickoff because that would move the ball up and definitely be in, again, a chance to maybe do an onside kick. But, boy, you look at the scoreboard, 48-34, hey, you're putting 35 points on one of the best defenses in the state.
Yeah, you can see Ted Gatewood and Jordan Jackson doing a little dance there. They're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good to see Mason Love get in on the offense and get a touchdown there. You had a nice kick return in the first half. And they'll go ahead and try the extra point here. Colton McBride will be the holder for Connor Robles will be your kicker. And, yeah, Bo, there's still a slim hope. We got that turnover we talked about. Now you need to get the onside kick and maybe one or two things. But offensively, we saw some good things against Alma. I'm impressed. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up. And it's good. 4:24 to go here in the ball game. Southside now trails 48-35. Be back to the Maverick kickoff after this. It's the Southside Maverick Football. Spirit 106.3.
South 28 Boutique is your source for local and authentic labels such as the complete Lauren James collection, Southern Tide, and Rustic Cuff. They offer tailgating hogwear for the entire family and menswear. Join their VIP texting to earn points for savings on the labels you love. And teachers always get 10% off the total purchase price. Download the South 28 app and save 20% off any one item with free shipping. Located at 418 North Plaza Drive, Van Buren. Call or text 719-2019.
Floyd Trailer Honda at 3200 South Zero Street in Fort Smith has been serving the River Valley for decades. A quality product and a commitment to customer service is what keeps people coming back. And Floyd Trailer Honda is a proud supporter of Fort Smith Southside Athletics. Stop in today and see the new Hondas arriving daily at Floyd Trailer Honda, 3200 South Zero Street, Fort Smith. Visit them online at trailerhonda.net.
Talk about the Jim Bowling Stadium. Again, Bowling's 8 tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crane Hyundai and Fort Smith. Proud supporters of Southside Maverick Football. Online at CraneHyundaiFortSmith.com. And that ball will actually be moved up. I guess they had 2 penalties on this. They're going to move the ball up to the 35-yard line. I mean, you definitely can do an onside kick here. You don't want to kick it out of the end zone. So
you get onside here, you'll be on the 10-yard line. I don't know if I've ever seen a team kick.
Bubbles will tee the ball up right in the center of the field at the 35-yard line of Har Ber. As Har Ber expects, always an onside kick. They've got 10 men up within 15 yards of the ball. Bubbles comes up. Here's the kick. It's an onside kick. And it's going to go with the Founders who builds it. So I guess they will do it again. It was basically an offsides play, so it's a dead ball situation. I was worried about that because Pounders fielded the ball, never went to a knee, and I'm thinking, okay.
Right, he just stood there. I guess there was a whistle blown that we just couldn't hear up here.
Yeah, no harm, no foul as far as Southside's concerned. They'll get another chance at this. They'll tee the ball up. Robles tees the ball up at the 40-yard line. Again, Har Ber will have 10 men within 15 yards of the line of scrimmage. You got your hands team out there, no doubt.
I wonder if you go back and try it to the other side now.
Bubbles lines it up. Yeah, they've got kind of a stack down here in the right corner, so let's see if they do. Here's the kick. Kind of a double kick. The ball's on the ground, and boy, it almost come up. A good play, though, by Har Ber. That was play. Bertram making the play. That's definitely your hands team guy. The ball almost squirted out, but a good job of getting the ball, and really nice onside kick. Looked like it was almost a double kick wedge right there.
Yeah, you needed just one more little bounce on that to get it.
Get that extra spin. It'll be first and 10 for Har Ber at their own 26-yard line. And the thing about tonight's game, you know, you were looking at a blowout, and now 48-35. That's a whole lot closer ball game than I know a lot of people were expecting tonight. But give credit to the Southside Maverick team, no quit.
No quit on them, and you know, Har Ber hadn't let off the gas at all. I mean, they're playing all their starters, and I mean, it's not like they're, you know, just catching up against third and fourth stringers.
Allen takes a snap, hands the ball to Medina. He's hitting the backfield. He is going to go down again. That was our big guy right there making the play. Martez Gaston makes the play again for Southside with about a 4-yard loss, brings up second down, second 14, and the defense has played pretty good here in the second half.
Absolutely. You love those as a defensive end where you just kind of beat your man, you get a free rein, basically just meet the ball carrier as he's getting the ball.
And they've really only given up 13 points here in the second half, so defensively, the Mavs have played well in the second half. Here's a snap. Here's a quick pitch out to Medina. Medina is going to be hit, dropped at the 20. Just see what spotting. He falls forward at about the 28, but I think they'll spot him back at about the 27. Makes it third down, 3rd and 10. Bo, I'm the Rick Schaefer of the group here.
Okay, tell me how we can get back in it.
You get a hold right here, you got a chance.
Absolutely. I mean, it's 3rd and long. You need to hold them right here. Maybe get something weird happen on the punt even. Get another one of those nice turnovers.
Allen calls out signals, has 2 receivers, and now we have a jump. Yeah, that's not what you want to do. I don't know if we had maybe some movement. I don't think we had any movement, so let's probably be against Southside. Boy, that hurts.
Yeah, it really does, because, I mean, you had them pinned back.
Well, the good thing is if you can stop them here, you will get decent field position. Because I'll tell you, Chris Wood is kind of doing a PA type, Kevin Kelly type deal tonight. He seems to want to go for it all over the field. So maybe he'll do that again, and Southside gets great field position. This time they go with that stack play with the lone receiver on the right side, which is usually who they go to in this situation, trying to get that matchup they want. Allen calls out signals, takes a snap. He looks that way. Now he goes the other way, and he gets away. Is going to get. Dives forward. I think he may be short. They're going to spot him short of the first down. He's not quite the, well, now they're moving the sticks, but he was at the 30, where this judge had his foot, that was about the 36.5-yard line, but he gets the first down. There wasn't a measurement or anything, but good effort by Allen to get the first down.
Yeah, one of your receivers actually flinched over here on this side. I thought they might get a motion call on him, but they let it go.
Allen calls out signals. Now man in motion, that's Wood. Wood steps up to the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff to Kofer. Kofer will get up to about the 40-yard line. That's something, I don't know what's some kind of interesting there. You talk about all the weapons that Har Ber has, but really Kofer has been a non-factor here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right. We've been able to stifle him here in the second half. I mean, he had a big first half, got a big long run for a touchdown right to start the game, but then he hadn't done much in the second half.
Yeah, Logan Collins is in at your tailback now. He will line up next to his quarterback, Grant Allen. Allen waits on the snap. Here's a snap. He throws a quick slant pass out to complete to Pounders. Pounders at the 45-yard line, gets in south side territory down to the south side. He gets away now after a missed tackle inside the 30. Will be pulled down to the 25-yard line, and I think there's going to be another holding penalty on Har Ber. I think it was Matt Thomas, who looks like he's not a very happy camper out there. And again, the penalty
is unnecessary.
Really doesn't.
I mean, if you're Pounders right there, you got to be upset. I mean, I think he runs so tough right there. I think he made every single Maverick defender miss on that play, and to have it called back over something silly like that is just.
Yeah, and the thing about it, too, he can be upset. He can go console himself with Blaze Brothers, who have an 90-yard touchdown return called back on a play that should have never happened.
Exactly.
So. You think about that too, Bo. I mean, we look at a game, 48-35. We see things that we did this, and we had a couple of holds that we could have made. Of course, I mean it's on both sides of the ball, but you're trying to think positive on the south sideline. You think about if we don't have the turnover, the interception, 14-point swing. This might be a 49-48 game right now. Again, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now we've got a whistle on the play. As the referees want to discuss something over here, but Chris Wood's not going to be happy.
I don't know. I mean, the Wildcats certainly haven't played a clean game. I mean, you don't really expect a Chris Wood coach team to have this many penalties, actually. But, I mean, it's not been – well, they've had a couple motion penalties, but, I mean, mostly, like we said earlier, it's just stuff away from the ball. It just doesn't need to happen.
And it's silly things. It was, exactly away from the ball. Then some we saw the hit on Mason Love, just some different things that have happened during the game that you're thinking it's a very uncharacteristic Chris Wood team that allows, does that kind of stuff. But it's a way. And the thing about it is, you talk about the penalties. Well, 70, 80 yards in penalties. Yeah, that's a lot of penalties, but then you think of the yardage lost on those penalties,
right.
Probably more than doubles that.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, I mean, you get in the playoffs and get further down the season that can really come back to bite you. I mean, you have a team this talented and this good, you want to play discipline to give yourself a chance, to go all the way.
Again, it'll be 1st and 10 for Har Ber at the south side 48-yard line. They bring a man in motion. That's Wood in motion. He will line up in the backfield. Here's a handoff to the tailback. That's Collins. He's inside the 30-yard line. Will be run out of bounds. And modified the 26-yard line.
Forced out of bounds there.
Just a little run off the left side, left tackle, and good blocking by the Har Ber offensive line. And, the defense for the Mavericks have been out there a long time, and they're probably getting pretty tired at this point.
I'm wondering, too. I look at Kofor, Medina, Collins. Why don't you stick Pounders back there? Again, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line as Allen calls out signals. Got one back in the backfield. That's Kofor. Kofor gets a handoff, gets inside the 25 down to the 21-yard line. That's Cameron Belcher making the play for the Maverick defense.
Yeah, you mentioned Pounders. I mean, he's been playing lined up as a receiver, but you're right. I mean, I'd get the ball into that kid's hands as much as I possibly could. I like the way that guy runs the ball.
They've got several when we talk about Cook. Blaze Brothers have played a lot in the second half on offense, but they got in the coach's son, Wood. That kid, I think he's actually a quarterback. But, you're lowered to quarterback, so, get him on the field. He's a good ball player. Here's a rollout by Grant Allen. Throws a ball that's going to be complete to his receiver inside the 20. That's Wood on the catch. Big devil. As we talk about him, he's going to be at inside the 18-yard line, almost the 17-yard line. Will be just short of a first down. We'll bring up third down, and let's call it about a yard.
3rd and yard. You got a minute left. If you're Southside Mavericks right here, let's bow up. Let's be as strong as we can right here and keep them out of the end zone.
Sure. Allen looked to the sideline to get a signal. And I think, too, if Southside gets in the hole here, I think that Har Ber more likely to just take a knee in the ball game after this. They'll have one back in the backfield. That's two backs in the backfield. Medina back there, along with Wood. Here's a handoff to Medina. He's going to have a first down. Good contact. Got Juan Tucker coming in from his outside backer position. Will make the play for Southside.
He needed a yard. Looks like he got just a yard.
And we talked about linebackers have been pretty active tonight for Southside. Defensively, I think Martez Gaston, we called his name several times. Looks like he's a player. Good interception too by Mason Gregory. So the corners, for the most part, the corners, D.D. Smith, along with I think the other corner is Jalen Coleman, have done a pretty good job out there. Again, 24 seconds on the clock. Allen waits to take the snap, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Collins. Collins is going to be hit inside the 10-yard line, falls forward to the 6-yard line. Now we've got an injured Maverick on the play as we'll see what's happening. They're going to let the clock run out now. I think Chris Wood probably won't run another play here. 14.1 to go. And good thing the Southside player gets up over there. I think he's okay. So looks like they're going to let the clock run out. And that's going to be your final score tonight as the Har Ber Wildcats come down to Jim Rowland Stadium to beat the Southside Mavericks 48-35. Be back with the post-game show after this. This is Southside Maverick Football, score at 106.3.
Tonight's Southside Maverick Football game is being brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. Enjoy mouth-watering fajitas with all the fixins for just $7.99. La Huerta Grill's lunch specials are perfect if you're in a hurry. Only $3.99 for the Speedy Gonzales. Open Saturday through Thursday 11 to 9, Fridays 11 to 10. La Huerta Grill, located on the corner of Old Greenwood Road and South Gary. A proud sponsor of Southside Maverick Football.
River Valley Truck Outfitters has served Western Arkansas and the River Valley area with a